It's tabletop time. I'm Jazza from Daily Jazza.
What? I am Shad from You Are Not Shad.
No, I started a vlog channel.
So yeah, that's.
I'm being serious. I'm not vlog. I have a daily vlog channel.
Yeah, it happened like
You
last
get to
night.
promote something. I started it up. I have like 300 subscribers, so I'm going to promote it.
Is that just because you want to talk about different stuff separate to...
No, there are reasons. It's you find out if you go to the channel.
I don't know about it. What?
I started it last night at 11 p.m, so of course you don't know about it. Just thought I'd throw you off there. Where are you from, Shad?
I am Shad. Which is a YouTube channel.
He just started a daily vlog channel. That's all the rage.
What? Like, so you're just going to talk in front
Let the others introduce themselves.
No,
Please.
you can't.
Ben, where are you from?
Me? I'm from...
No, you're Ben from...
Oh, I'm Ben from that direction. Yes.
Is it that direction?
I actually don't know.
I think it's more that direction.
I'm Ben.
Wow. Okay, and here's Mackie.
Yeah, just regular old Mackie.
Oh, don't cut yourself so short there, Mackie.
All right. Today...
You're the magnificent Mackie. With the magnificent mane of masculine hair. Mm-hmm. Alliteration.
So,
literal alliteration.
Let's pick up
is literally
from where we never left off.
Of
Stop
legendary.
Stop talking.
What?
Stop talking. Shad's back.
Hi.
Can you tell? So, we're going to play a medieval one-shot campaign. Is that correct, Shadarino?
Oh, am I allowed to talk now?
Yeah, just about what we're actually doing.
Because you were saying stop talking.
Can't wait. She just can't wait.
All right.
I'm going to talk now. So, we're going to do medieval low fantasy. If you are familiar with the previous mini campaign that we did on Tabletop Time called The Ruin Witch, it is based in the same world setting as that. And in all honesty, I don't want to go into the huge detail of explaining the world setting because I do it there. So go watch that YouTube video if you really want the ins and outs. It's medieval low fantasy with lots of medieval-y stuff. Expect swords and castles. And
Have you
knights.
watched any of it, Ben?
Any of what?
Ben
The Ruin
probably
Witch.
doesn't know. I might need to tell him.
No, I haven't watched
It's
any
low
of the Ruin
fantasy,
Witch.
and that's
Yeah,
all you really need to know.
No,
okay.
you'll catch up.
All right.
Cool.
So, what sort of characters do you feel like playing, Mackie and Ben?
I kind of feel like being evil.
Okay, I should explain some things.
That would totally throw Shad's campaign in the dust because he's made like this one shot for us to play, and we're all like, let's be.
This one
villains.
shot was based for Sir Alaric, their previous characters in this world setting.
You should have consulted
the
with
world
us.
setting is called The Realm, just so you know. No, you can go evil. We'll just wing
Alaric
it.
wasn't necessarily
Let's
good
be
at anything.
villains.
You can wing it.
We villains.
Yeah.
That would actually work really well with the idea that.
What'd you have? What was your idea?
So, the option is available to be a fantasy race. They're not classic Lord of the Rings D&D versions, though. I mean, if you
Is there a drow?
there's elves.
or you can be a black guy.
Can I be like a dark elf?
Okay,
Of
well.
sorts?
Yes. The elves are very kind of actual tribal-like. They're not like Lord of the Rings fancy elves. They're very woodland, bow kind of, and they armor. If people see pointy ears, you'll be burnt at the stake. So that's the kind of drawback. You would, and you would have no understanding of human culture and customs and stuff unless you've been living in the world for a good couple of years and you've caught on how to hide.
Does it
and
matter if
stuff.
I'm evil? I can do whatever I want.
Well, elves have no concept of value for human life. Humans to elves are rabbits.
That makes sense, yeah.
So
It works.
So there's that, and the same with pixies and stuff like that. So an elf that finds a human in their realms, because they actually don't live in the same plane.
Elves inherently magic or anything in your universe? Or?
No, but they're inherently woodland, in connection to nature and other things like that. They would have magic users among them that they're familiar and can use and stuff like that. But so what would happen for you to be in the realm? Occasionally rifts or tears between the realms can open up,
And the elves can step through.
and someone can step through and other things like that. and
Which is
end up-
explained in Ruin Witch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was it explained in realm?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe not.
No, the magic
Technically,
was
maybe
kind of,
we knew about it, but it wasn't necessarily in the videos. Do you want to make your character first and ask Shad any questions? Because
Okay, what are the list of races?
Well, you got the classics. So there's,
Okay, cool.
but they're all different. They're more based on traditional versions from human actual historical folklore
Yep.
than Lord of the Rings and D&D.
So
So,
Irish folklore
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Viking folk.
so you
Norse
could be a
mythology.
dwarf. Or
Could you be a
gnome.
half something, like a half orc?
It could. You have to remember though. Remember how superstitious the world is and stuff like that. Like if you have a disfigured face and everything like that, and you look like legitimate
You're a
half
demon.
orc, yeah, you're a demon. You'll be burning at the stake. So you would not be hanging around people really at all.
Or you'd be killing everyone inside.
Yeah, basically, or fighting them off. I mean, having said that, of course you can convince people that you're not evil and stuff like that. There's the moderate kind of people. Most people, on the whole, are superstitious, uneducated peasant type, people. Or, if they're the upper crust, nobility and stuff, who feel educated, they don't buy into the superstitions. So they actually don't think they even exist. Magic doesn't exist, elves, fairies, they're all just stories that idiot people talk about.
Yeah.
What do
Okay,
you
so
wanna
what are
play?
you feeling you had a concept?
I had the feeling of a concept of a thief or a rogue or a bandit or a bard. A bard would be awesome, and extremely. What's the word I'm looking for? Used a wonderful word before. Suave. That was the word.
you're gonna be
So
like
you
Gus
don't even
on.
need to get into character. You just be like,
That was way off. I
Hi,
thought the
I'm
word you were thinking was falafalaphicus.
Ben.
I guess I was wrong.
Might have been that. Sorry.
Yeah, falafalaphicus. Remember it.
That was way off.
But yeah, so maybe a bard. A bard would be awesome.
You could almost break that word. I'm sorry. Back to the importance of what Shab was saying. You could break that down into two words: falafel and esophagus, and then it makes more sense.
Falafalophagus?
No,
What do bards do
falafel
in D&D?
esophagus.
Falafalesophagus.
They sit there, they look handsome, and they play music. That's pretty much what they do.
I
you
was
gonna
I
play
was thinking
music
to
for
myself
them?
earlier
Like-
today. I like the idea of playing someone purely as a character who has no or not much practical usage in combat, but because it would be interesting to see how that would play into story in other ways.
I've been tempted to do that as well sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, I've been tempted to play...
It's like playing Frodo in
I've
Lord
been
of the
tempted
Rings.
to play
Like,
a fop. Like, just, the guy that the Scarlet Pimpernel pretended to be.
yeah,
Like, Sinkmare.
Like
What
s-
are you doing?
Yeah.
This damned cravat simply refused to tie itself.
Yeah. someone practically
But
useless.
it would be so annoying.
Well, that's what happened
Like,
last
everyone
week.
would want to kill him. Like, you think Lily is annoying? You have no idea how annoying I can really be.
So,
I
like,
have no idea.
I was thinking like that kind of idea.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, I mean, as far as combat and things is concerned, like, I wanted to get more of a stealthy sort of character, someone who's very sly, favors knives and everything like that. He always has a third knife in his back pocket somewhere, just because he doesn't really do open confrontations. He's always into the cheap shots and whatnot.
Yeah, that's fine. So basically, it's kind of running the classic kind of rogue is what you're going for. Roguish
Yeah,
kind of
except he's a bard as well.
is a bard. So yeah, that'll work fine. Bards are actually very prominent, and they actually have a significant position in society.
Yep.
Okay, so if you go to an inn, instead of paying for things, you can offer to play music for
Yeah.
their patrons that night. You'll be given free board and stuff. And so because of that, bards can be extremely well travelled in the world, because they play to make their way, to get their food, to get their roof over their head and stuff like that. The kind of golden thing for bards though is to get a patron, which is a nobleman says, I really like your music, I want you to play for me basically forever. Any fancy
And then you
event,
just travel
everything.
anywhere and sort of propagate their name or whatever.
Yeah, there's
and-
that as well.
Yeah.
So
See, the idea I had though was that he's the bard is.
You're instantly thinking of King
Quote?
Killer Chronicles.
Yeah.
Both.
Yeah, definitely. But that's the cool
Yep.
version of it, anyways.
I was just thinking of like the bard is just a cover for his life of crime. Okay, he's.
I
That's
so want you
cool.
to be terrible at music then. You're like,
Why does he keep getting jobs?
yeah, like, I'm a bard, alright? And like, that's your cover. But it's like,
Take
I'm the
it,
best
take
music. And
yeah,
then
take
you're-
the vocation,
you're like,
take the vocation performance music or whatever, and take like a negative.
Okay. So I'm gonna get an extra one to someone else.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh.
But if you apply that as a vocation,
Are you being
like you
human?
can't just apply vocations and take negatives that you'll never use. You actually, if you apply it as a vocation, you have to use it as part of your character.
Okay.
Otherwise, I could just come up with 10 vocations, take negatives, and have a whole bunch of points to spend.
Are you being human?
I'd like to be human.
Okay.
I just can't think of any other race that would be as
Bardish.
suave.
Yep.
Do you know? Okay, the character I'm thinking of playing, I'm gonna name him Patsy, and I want him to be this big. Think the Mountain from Game of Thrones, like hugely tanked. Like no one would be able to beat him in combat sort of thing. Like in an arm wrestle, not combat. But he's not like agile at all, and he's humorless and all this stuff. And he's sort of so I suppose you could say the blade for people. Like he does shady jobs for people. He does assassins and stuff, but he's not clean. And he always
his muscle. So like, someone has a debt that they need to make a payment on and everything. You get hired to rough them up, and then look, I'm sorry.
Dirtier than that.
I gotta break your fingers.
No. He's not. He's not an idiot. He's serious. He's like the Mountain. Like he's not like comical, but. The reason I'm laughing is because in Larry of Carry On, my animated series, there were two characters I was going to eventually bring in to be a part of the Shmeh evil group, and they were Biddle the Bard and Grizzle the Grunt. And I like that Ben's Biddle the Bard and I'm Grizzle the Grunt. Anyways, no. Anyway, so I'm thinking of playing that sort of character. I wondered if I should go like half orc to have an aesthetic, visual, interesting thing, and if he'd be someone who looked more human but still had greyish skin and a bit of a weird, thick face that he sort of mostly wore a hood and had long hair and a beard.
Are you playing an orc, did you say?
Slightly half orc, like in his lineage.
Gee, like... I'm
So
very,
it's like a
you know
throwback
me. I'm very reluctant about saying no to requests and characterization and stuff.
If it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Well, it's astronomically unlikely that if someone gave birth to you and didn't cry you as a demon and put you to death, means you had a really compassionate mother who then hid you away for most of your life, so the church didn't see you or find you or anything like that. And she
was abandoned.
And she would have had to have been raped by an orc in the past, and it was just a hugely traumatic thing, and survive it because they would have raped her and then eaten her. And so there's a lot
Top
of
blokes then. Real top blokes.
Yeah, there's a lot of and orcs are very rare. They would only come in the world in groups. They never would come in one at a time.
All right, I'll change my vein of thinking though, but I'll say I'm slightly disfigured, not like.
The thing is, you could. I was just trying to imply this is what it would have had to have happened for you to exist.
Could I opt in to take a disabling characteristic of ugly, and have an asymmetrical, slightly chunky face? Not like he still looks very masculine, big jaw, big brow, and all that. But he has
like
long
Andre
hair.
the
That sort of
thing?
that's sort of like he's not ugly, but he's proportionately
weird.
Extreme.
Yeah, he's got gigantic.
So that sort of thing. Yeah, I think that's a good example. But
just ugly.
But his
ugly.
huge shoulders, like his.
Yeah, you would have been, mocked and persecuted mercilessly.
Yeah, so he keeps to himself. He's not like an extrovert. He's.
But like, there are a lot of people who would be so extreme to the point that they feel that you committed a sin or something before you were born to curse you with such ugliness. But you're also really, really strong, and so if some people might defend you as like, nah, he's strong, he was blessed by God, but others would say, no, that's a blessing of the devil, and so you would really copped it throughout your life.
Yep.
Alrighty, Mackie, what's your thoughts?
Well, I'm thinking if Ben's a bard, I want to play a character that's like, so you're playing like a roguish type character, huh? Is there any like classes that's not specifically a rogue that would use daggers? I'm just trying to think, because daggers ignore armor, and I want to be close in fighter sort of thing, but not a rogue.
Or you could be unarmed.
Yeah, but
boxer, gauntlets or something.
That's not.
I was thinking daggers as well.
Yeah. I've already done Warhammer. I've already done like a chained weapon. I've already done a bow.
Sword is still hanging in the air there, or axe, or...
I might be like a berserker with 2 axes.
You could go magic.
I'll say, or you could use
that
that
would be
more,
interesting.
More exotic,
it probably convolutes things too much, though.
Why? That would be good. That would make things very tricky, but magic.
Yeah, but then we have to learn the magic system all.
Yeah, and there's
No, you
more
don't.
exposition,
You can do
and
it
it's
on the
more
fly.
like we have one session, Ruin Which we had 3, and there was learning about it through the course of those 3.
I'm
You're
just going to
already
be
quite up to date on the magic.
a dual axe wielder, and on the back of the axes, I'm going to have like a spot to hold them on my hands, so if I want to.
Oh, so it's like.
Alrighty.
And
Axe wielder. So,
Alright.
what about background and stuff? We know kind of Joss's background.
Well, I think we should probably jump into filling our sheets out, because if we have disabling characteristics, that will affect background. And I figure as we fill our sheets out, you could sort of set us up in our world and the scenario we start off in, maybe. So I'm going to take the disabling characteristic ugly. That gives me 1 point.
1 point. 'Cause
And then I'm going to take...
and I will give you a negative on persuade, but a positive on intimidate, which is all like an extension of persuasion, isn't it? So when you're trying to persuade someone, if you're trying to be diplomatic,
Which is it? Persuasion.
yeah, so
plus
this is
the
all an extension of persuasion,
So
but it's
in-
a circumstantial thing. So if in the act of persuading you are trying to be diplomatic,
Yep.
you'll get a negative on your dice roll, but if you're trying to intimidate, you'll get a positive.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I wrote perception for someone. That was dumb of me. Anyways, yeah, so I'm going to roll for a disabling characteristic.
Chat said I should be a circus performer, so that's what I'm going to do.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to be like you're an elf? Are you going to be an elf?
No, I won't. Well,
Okay,
you're
so
not going to be an orc, so I won't be an
Traditional
elf.
circuses aren't really a thing, but travelling performers absolutely were a thing. And so these are the type of people who would sit up on street corners in busier cities and stuff like that that allow that kind of thing. And acrobats are actually quite popular as travelling performers and things. And sometimes they're even invited into feasting halls and stuff for popular events and things and stuff. So, yeah.
Are we being evil, guys? Are we happy with that decision?
Yep.
My guy is pretty evil.
Yep.
Fantastic.
I have 15 for my disabling characteristic, which is I have an addiction. What is my addiction, narrator?
You're evil,
Yeah.
drinking blood.
Sounds good.
Damn.
Fits. I was actually thinking as part of my history that I will have been in the wilderness and sort of, because obviously society never liked me and I would have had to, in the dirty jobs I did, that's when I sort of came back into society now and then for when I wanted to do that sort of thing. And that's when people would just call me Patsy because they didn't know my name and I didn't speak much, so I just sort of accepted that as my name.
You know,
Do you have a pencil?
this group not fitting into the thing that I planned at all. So that's basically thrown out the window.
That's the best thing
Yeah.
about it.
Exactly.
And we'll just make it up as we go.
Yeah,
A fire breather, apparently.
Are we all getting disabling characteristics? Or?
it's up to you. You don't have to.
I'm
I'll
tempted
do it,
to,
'cause
but I'm
why
afraid I
not?
might get dim-witted again.
I got a 4.
You got dim-witted.
Fantastic.
Did you?
Yes.
That's what I got last time.
What is it?
Dim-witted.
You can apply it in a specific context,
It
though.
worked last time. So.
Yeah, it worked really
So-
well last time.
What's the explanation in the rule book for dim-witted? Just to give me a
I
reminder.
don't know, look in the rule book.
They don't really have the senses about them would be dim-witted. They're not
You're
You're not necessarily stupid if you're dim-witted, are you? You're just like...
You're very gullible and stuff. It's like
Yeah,
that,
you're
but
not
just-
like...
just
You don't
want
have
to
like street
remind,
smarts. You're not like, oh, someone tells you to cross the road and you just do it without looking, sort of thing.
Someone in chat says, wait, an evil campaign with no Rob?
Oh, no. You know
Get
what dim
wrecked,
it is?
Rob.
-1 to all intelligence-based skills and intelligence checks.
Okay.
So you can balance that out by saying...
This is a result from a bad head injury, or the character may simply be stupid, or you might actually be mentally disabled from birth.
Do you have a spell
But
pencil?
you could alleviate that by picking a couple that you wanted to have normal or better and just invest more points in it. It just costs more because you start off with a disadvantage.
I mean, you get 2 extra.
So we're starting with
skill
2 attributes, yeah?
Yep. Yippity yip.
What's the base skill points to spend again? Is it 6?
No. The skill points can be spent on
No, I'm
proficiencies,
saying
vocations, and
base
everything.
skill points.
I think it's like,
I thought it was 8.
isn't it 8 or 11?
8, not 11.
Pretty sure.
Is there Asian cultures and stuff in your universe?
Yeah, on the other side of the world.
Okay. Could I be a travelling performer who just happens to be Asian?
Okay, yeah. For instance, Middle Eastern people are known of. They're far more common, okay? and Middle Eastern people are black, okay? That's like, black people come from the kind of, desert Middle Eastern areas. And they're called they're called the sheiks.
I'm assuming, by the way, that we have 2 attribute points.
Yeah. Asians are like quite literally on the other kind of side of
What
the
about-
world. Same continent, but it's so far over.
Is martial arts like wushu or whatever? Is that sort of in this area?
There's equivalent martial arts that are European based that are taught here, like unarmed and everything, but it's more practiced by bodyguards.
I'm talking about like a martial art that would be like balance. So you know how people like attack. So if someone comes at me with a hammer, I simply like dodge and then hit the back of the hammer so they miss.
Yeah, there's those type of martial arts just taught in the world normally by combat schools.
What do you want me to
that.
call it in this instance?
Pugilism.
Pugilism.
That's actually the medieval. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the medieval term for boxing. Except it involved everything.
Mr.
It wasn't
Narrator.
boxing, it was just basically dirty fighting 101. But it could be fancy and stuff. Yeah.
Can I, please, take a -1 in reflex to get 3 points in strength attributes? Because it makes... I mean, I could just sort
I'm
it
not
out.
Rob. This isn't a superhuman world where humans can get like... You can, but there needs to be a supernatural thing to cause it.
Could you help me with that?
Okay, so... You want to try and get 3 points on strength. Okay. Okay, so ways that could be done. Magical item, curse or blessing, supernatural blood in your heritage somewhere.
From drinking blood?
Could be a part of the addiction, part of the cause.
Are orcs
Some
in
sort
our
of curse that
universe?
makes me part animal in my instincts or whatever. But
There are actually 4 types of magical creatures that you each become one of those types by drinking the blood of that type of creature. But they don't fit into super strength specifically. They're
is there a possibility that I could have...
paladins, vampires,
Yeah.
shapeshifters, and tree people.
Well,
It's
vampires are, inhumanely strong, right there.
like yes and no.
I don't want to confuse it too
Yeah,
much.
you
Just,
don't
just
wanna
give me a
confuse
yes
the
or a
war.
no. I don't have to.
No, you could. Okay, if you want some type of supernatural blood in there to give you 3. I'm just trying to think what would be the best explanation as to where it came from.
If we...
Because is that what you were asking for about?
If we went
the orc
extreme,
thing.
let's say the extreme happened and I was the bastard child of a raped woman by an orc who somehow was saved by someone who whatever, but still discarded as an infant because I was this hideous thing, and was adopted by this weird man who was a magic type person who would experiment on, people.
Okay, well, this is the thing. It wouldn't be orc. The average strength for a human is 0. The average strength for an orc is about 1. But 3 strength for an orc is still superhuman. I would need supernatural explanations. Something like ogre blood would be like different. Ogres are,
half ogre. What part ogre?
part ogre. like
That
you have
poor
to have
woman.
yeah, I know. Holy crap! Yes, because an ogre is about 12 foot tall.
We get 8+2, right?
They're twice as big as a human.
But it would be a very clear reason as to why Patsy
+2?
is
Dim-witted.
used
Same
by
character-
dark people
same in
to
characteristics
kill
should be
and
+2.
Honestly, look, there's
Intelligence
there's
should
the
be +3.
heritage side
two or
of getting
three.
ogre blood in you,
3,
or
that's
it could
right.
actually have been a magical experiment gone awry, weird when you were a baby.
I like the ogre blood thing.
You like
I
the
like
ogre
being
blood?
half ogre. It fits with the visual of what I'm
You
going
would
for.
be more like 1/4.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense.
That would justify it.
Let's do it. And
Holy
what would
crap.
my height be? Like 8 foot?
Yeah, something like 7 or 8 foot, and you would be like. Not lanky, you'd be like burly, and your face would have like really weird kind of
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Sorry.
I'm keen.
Okay, alrighty. That does explain the taste for human blood quite significantly.
All right. And that's really the only payment I require for doing the jobs I do.
Human blood. Alright. Okay. You look for jobs where you can kill people.
Lots of people.
Banquet. Alright, so
We're getting...
So, we are going to balance your stats out for
Yeah.
everyone else. So you will get a negative on agility.
Reflex.
Yeah, that one. Reflex.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't do it either, because the third point on strength is +2. It's like a mega bonus. It's a superhuman bonus. And so I would also give you a -1 on all agility-based skills.
All
you would
reflex.
yeah,
So
yeah,
essentially
reflex.
it reduces my base to 1 plus whatever points I have in them. For reflex-based rolls.
Yeah. You can put skill points on it. So essentially you have the disabling
I
characteristic.
always declare first,
Yeah,
is the point.
yeah, and you essentially have the disabling characteristic heavy now.
Yep.
Yeah. But you have 3 strength. So basically,
So what do we...
you're crazy. Like,
Yeah.
you can pick up a horse and throw it now. Okay, so
Yep.
the mountain would have difficulty with that. You can do it like it's a average kind of thing.
What was the amendment that we had for...
You get +3 on strength-based checks and an extra win on top of whatever you roll.
+1 win?
Yeah,
Is that what
+1.
we did?
So you have 3 regular base bonus, but because you have 1 over 2, gives
Plus
you a
1d6
win.
and +1 win, yeah,
Yeah.
I like it. Cool.
So,
To strength-based
yeah,
checks.
yeah. Alrighty, that's cool. So Mackie, just with your character, so you have been a travelling performer.
Yeah, so my question I was going to ask before, we get 8 points, plus we get 2 for the disabling characteristic. I get a -1 in intelligence for all intelligence-based rolls. So that's my stats. Do you have to have...
Dim-witted doesn't give you a negative in intelligence. It gives you -1 on intelligence skills, specifically. Because -1 essentially means that you can't really communicate.
So negative to all of these. So I'll just do that.
Yeah, so I have no idea how your ancestors survived that ordeal. But
Yeah.
let's just,
So
Let's not go into that.
Maybe she was just healed right after. Someone came and saved her, but
Can we not go into the details?
just killing an ogre by itself. Like, ogres aren't just like an orc. An ogre is a 12-foot tall juggernaut burly monster that, like, yeah.
I shouldn't say this. I was once traumatized by a video on the internet of a horse. Yeah, I'm not.
Stop right there. I heard horse and traumatized.
Yeah.
And that's enough information for me.
Oh my God.
You sick.
It's not. You don't. Sometimes things on the internet choose you.
do they though?
Yes, it was calling out to me. Oh my God.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
It got way too quiet after that. All right, what are you guys looking at stat-wise?
At the moment, I've got 2 in perception, 2 in acrobatics, 1 in sleight of hand and stealth, 2 in deception, 2 in persuasion.
Do I need at least 1 point in a vocation?
You don't have to.
I've
Okay.
got a -1 point. Okay.
So I've got juggler, is what... Well, I wanted to be a fire breather, but I'm going to be a juggler. And
Who wrote this book? They don't bloody know what they're making. I can't find where we assign how many skill points. These stupid idiots who wrote this. Get a job.
May I have a look?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm looking.
Here, I'll give you
Should be
my
in chapter
book.
1 or 2.
Or this book. Here you go.
Oh, sweet. I remember skimming over it.
Race, I'm going to go 38.
I think it might be. It's in the overview. Yeah, 8 points. It's in overview.
Is there American
Skills
Indian
overview.
type race in your universe?
No. Yes, or yes-ish. That would be in kind of Aztecish technology levels, and it would be on another continent on the outside of the world. The Asian culture is on the same continent, but this is like
Can I be an
in
Aztec?
Europe and as far away as in China, and the unlikelihood of people.
Can I be like an Aztec or something? I don't physically have to be an Aztec, but look like American Indian. Sort of.
You would have had to have been. You would have had to have fallen into one of the, I guess, other realms, and lost there for a while. And when you found another rift into the real world, you ended up in the realm land there, not being able to speak the language, not knowing anything about the culture. And
Can
stuff.
that have happened to me when I was a child?
Oh, gee. Like, there needs to be some very exceptional circumstances for you to have survived, because a child, say,
I'll start
falling
with
into
0 destiny
like
points.
the land of the elves is called Avalon or Alfheim, and actually, I'll just double check. Yeah, and the elves, even human children, would have killed you on sight. And this is a place filled with dire animals of all kind, dire wolves, dire bears. It's also where goblins come from. It's basically and pixies and fairies, which like to kill humans out of amusement and stuff. And so I have no idea how you survived. An elf must have taken you in. That's the only case you found. Like the rare case of a sympathetic elf
So you being
who
half
never had a
or
child and took you in as a baby when you fell into their realm. Then you would have been raised by an elf. Speaking
Are
their
you elven?
language.
Sorry, I missed that.
Is
No.
human, but raised by elves.
Okay.
I'm
So
essentially
so
an
you've
Aztec.
developed their mentality or something?
Wow.
Yeah, basically.
They're talking.
So yeah, so then, when you inadvertently fell out of their realm back into the actual world, what happened then? Because you wouldn't have known the language, you would have tried to kill humans on sight. And
That's how it was as a traveller. I just juggled things until I learned the language.
Yeah, but why didn't you want to kill them and get back to your world where you came from? Like,
To survive. And I do kill people. I just don't let anyone see me do it.
okay, so yeah, that hasn't changed. So basically, you don't elves don't kill humans out of maliciousness. So they don't kill them for the sake of killing them. It's like they're in the way, they're trespassing on our land. It's like putting down a stray animal or something. Okay, so humans don't have any value. They're not people to you. Okay, elves are people, humans are not. Even though you are a human, but you don't look like them. You
Okay.
look Indian. So then you would have just went and tried to live your life, survive, and you did it by, hunting at first? Because you would need some fairly strong, survival skills, because that's the elven way of life, basically, where they come from. Hunting,
I'm just exceptional
gathering.
acrobatics and throwing things.
Yeah, so you would have been one of the warrior-ish kind of people, I suppose. They
I
don't
guess.
have axes. They don't like chopping down trees or anything like that. Bows are their main thing, daggers, and maybe the occasional sword. I'm just working with the world. You could have, once you left the elven world, saw these weird weapon-like things like, this is cool, I've never seen this before, kind of thing, and you took a shining to axes.
Well, what if I took a shining to axes because I remember a brief part about my childhood as an Aztec where they used axes
Yeah?
primarily.
Yes, and the yes-ish, no-ish, yeah.
Or a hook blade.
Yeah, something like that. And so you took it back as shining to axes. Alright, yeah, we'll just go with it.
You had a question?
So if I wanted to steal something or pickpocket someone, that would obviously be a sleight of hand
Yes.
thing. Am I able to assist with deception?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to leave it as it is then.
Just to let you know, though, you will succeed more if you specialise on sleight of hand.
Oh, true.
So just by putting 2 points on each, yes, you can, have a bit of advantage on each another one, but you will get less advantages out of trying to assist with a skill that has only 2
Just
than
finish these off.
if you just tried to perform the skill that has 4 points on it.
Yeah.
So if you really want to be a good thief, you need to specialise. You won't be succeeding as much as you think you would want to. You need to get 4 points on it, basically.
Okay. Well, I guess would deception?
2 points just means you're average.
Yeah.
You'll be yeah.
So would deception mean that I'm trying to lie to someone, or would that be persuasion?
That's actually both under persuasion.
Oh, okay.
Combined those.
Cool. Yeah.
Yes. You may.
Thank you. And I'll put another one to sleight of hand.
Sorry, I'm reading chat.
Did you like our pun session?
They're making good puns. Get ogre it. You guys are awesome.
So sleight of hand. If I'm trying to if I'm in a fight with someone, and I'm trying to sneak out like a trick knife or something like that, without them seeing, would that all fall under sleight of hand? Okay, cool. So that is combat applicable then.
You can't use sleight of hand to attack.
Yeah, but I can use it to assist in, like.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Alrighty, so let's just say it's done. Character creation all done, are we? We're all sorted.
I think.
We need to figure out how you group of.
Okay. Here's what I suggest.
I was going to say something politically incorrect there. How you guys.
Here's what I suggest. I suggest we, one by one, very briefly, introduce our character, rough history, show our character sheet. Then, Shad, you tell us how we met and where we start.
Alright, we'll go with it. Be brief, and let's move it on because we don't want character creation running too long.
Ben, do you want to get us started?
Okay. I haven't even picked up a name. My guy, his name is Frederick.
Frederick. I like it. I once had a friend named Frederick, but I accidentally murdered him. Rest in peace, Frederick. Only my subscribers and my dedicated subscribers would know the reference here.
So this is a different Frederick.
Frederick.
Okay, so he is
Frederick.
a human.
Frederick. Sorry.
He is 5'8".
Frederick.
Stop. Let the man talk.
Okay.
Jesus.
The disposition that I've got here is sly, cunning, selfish, disloyal, and an extreme womanizer.
How on earth are you going to have any friends?
I don't, that's the thing. I'm a rogue. Rogues don't need friends. Well, they do, but then they just like end up murdering them in the end.
Alrighty, so...
he's a rogue. He's a real big showman, even though he's not very good at playing music. He has an alright voice.
This is the only way it's going to work, right?
Yeah.
Your type of character you have couldn't naturally be friends or loyal to anyone, but you would manipulate people and use them
Exactly.
at a drop of a hat.
Yeah.
And you are by far orders of magnitude more intelligent than these two idiots. In their characters I'm talking about.
Hey.
But it is like negative, like you've got zero intelligence.
I'm dumb.
And
I have
Maggie's
-1 to perception
so
too.
You have somehow roped in, convinced these two lackeys or anything to follow you. You're the leader of this group.
Yeah, okay.
You're the brains of the operation.
What's your name and what do you look like?
So, yeah, Frederick. I'm 5'8", so I'm pretty short. I don't know if that's pretty short. I'm 6'4", so it's pretty short for me. Yeah, I'm pretty slim, but I'm a real showman. Like I know how to own the show. I know how to get the crowd's attention.
Okay.
I like Trav playing Frederick, the misogynist shitlord.
So you know how you can't play, and people ask how do you always get hired? When you would go to someone and say, "Look, I'm a wonderful bard, and I can play for you to get free lodging." And it was like, "All right, give us a hear. Let me hear you play." And you do the horrible thing, and they'd be like, "That's horrible. You can't play." And you would look to this guy and say, "Tell him how good I play." And you'd be like,
I have a base of +4 to persuasion, which is based on intimidate, plus a circumstantial +1. So that's +5.
yeah. So basically, you get him to scare the crap out of anyone, and they'd be like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, sure, you can play."
Is my persuasion strength based because it's intimidate, or is it still
I
intelligence?
would let you make it strength based. Oh, holy crap!
Yeah.
Within reason, of course, because persuasion is one of those difficult things to manage people, because people think if you succeed at the role, they just, you can't convince people that you're actually.
Well, then we should
Duke.
leave it intelligence based.
You're the Duke. No, you can't convince people you're the Duke of whatever, right? You can still scare the crap out of them.
Then keep it strength based.
Yeah, you can still scare the crap out of them, but it doesn't mean that,
All right.
it's gonna be, interesting.
Yeah, so he's got an alright voice, okay, but he just cannot play instruments to save his life. And but deep down he's a rogue. He has this compulsion to just swindle and steal and just take everyththing for himself. He doesn't want to share it with anyone.
This is surprisingly fitting in really well, because I was wondering how the hell could you guys get together, but it works really well because both of your characters are in the perfect situation to be exploited by a scumbag.
Yeah.
Because Mackie's character can't speak the language.
Yeah.
He grew up in another flipping realm, in another world. He doesn't know anything about the culture.
Yeah.
So you could have just told him that.
It happens like that. Like the last one shot was exactly the same. Like the characters they were describing, I had no idea how to make them fit, and then it fit better than anything I can come up
It
with.
works really well. So you've just, I don't know, fed them some type of lie to make them 100% loyal to you. Maybe you told Mackie that you have to give 100% obedient service to a higher, person or whatever for 20 years before you get true freedom in this land. Something like that. And it's dumb enough that they'll probably just believe it.
No worries. Yeah, as far as my skills go, he's very good at
And the reason why, Jazza, your character would be so loyal to this guy knows how to find you opportunities to
Get what I want
eat,
most.
eat people, basically. Get blood and eat people and everything. Because without him, you'd probably just, attack a random person. And you've done that before, and you found out that people don't like getting randomly attacked. And soldiers come and attack you, and that wasn't fun. And,
Well, what I would say is that due to events in my past, I would have been imprisoned several times. I may have escaped based on various situations or been let go, but being in prison means I don't get to do anything, meaning I don't get to kill people and drink blood. So that's my worst nightmare. So it means it forces me to obey certain rules.
Whenever you broke laws, it would have been the chopping block for you. But basically, no normal prison was built to hold you.
Yeah.
They don't expect you to be so, you're big, but they don't expect you to be that strong, but you are, Actually, maybe
we could even say that when we met, I was imprisoned properly for the first time, meaning that in some great big city or whatever, they've put me in the deeper dungeons that I actually couldn't get out of, and that was torture to me.
That would be called the oubliette. No, translates as the place to be forgotten.
Let's say that. But let's say this guy,
it's a hole.
Stories,
they drop you in a hole and it's dark and you can't do anything.
And let's say stories would have circulated amongst dark corners of people who want to manipulate and get dirty deeds done. I would have become an asset to people who wanted me. And the persuasive guy that Ben is, or Frederick is, found a way to access me, and I've been working for him since. And that's been my liberation and...
All right, good.
Mackie.
So basically I'm playing an Aztec character who's grown up in the Elven realm, essentially. I've called him Wethrin, which is, and he's forgotten his original name and has adapted the name that he got in Elven lands, whatever that's called.
I like it.
Which roughly translates to the stranger. It's about 38 at this point, 5'2", exceptionally fit, so not muscly.
Oh yeah,
toned.
that's very common. Like the old people, they jump through trees all the time and stuff like that, so they're crazy.
He's pretty dim-witted, so he's not overly intelligent. He carries lots of tomahawks, so he carries them on his legs, crossed on his back, and also two tiny little axes on his stomach. He wears very little armor. He obviously has an elven childhood, so doesn't know many English customs.
No, you do not really know any. You've only been able to pick up crap that you picked up from performing on streets. So, and have you learnt the language yet?
Well, I'm 38. I would say I got back from the Elven land, I'm going to say, in my early 20s.
Okay, so yeah.
I've had 18 years to adjust or something.
Okay, so yeah, you can speak language, not you have an accent, but you can speak it enough.
I want to say that I still have just a little coin from my Aztec world that I wear around my necklace, and a band to signify that I was different to the Elvish, so they marked me essentially as shame sort of thing. And it's just a band that's got something written in Elven.
All right, goals in life.
Get rich.
Get rich.
My character just wants to just beat anyone at throwing axes.
Throwing axes?
If drinking blood is
You just want to throw axes.
Yeah,
I want to throw axes when I grow up.
Do you want to get back to the Elven world, a home, or what?
I want to say I was banished from the Elven world by getting disgraced from some reason. I don't know, I hurt a sacred animal or something.
Yeah, that could work. We'll say it's a magical elk. super elk.
Okay.
Or a doe.
I'm not going there.
You let me down, Jazza! Come on!
I'm playing Patsy, whose goal in life, I've sort of described the character as a half ogre, very ugly, still skin coloured but greyish, still like white but grey. Anyway, so long hair, massive, huge shoulders, big guy, big lumpy head. And his goal in life is, if the equivalent of getting rich
Drink blood and be merry.
is having an unlimited supply of human blood to drink and I don't know, horse who can handle him.
All right, well, that's good. Let's get right into it, because guess
Let's
what? I
do
can
it.
actually fit this in with stuff I've prepared previously.
Do the pictures you sent me mean anything?
They do.
They do.
Yeah, I might be able to use them still.
Okay.
So, the three of you find yourselves in Greenborough County, in Ovrivian Province, of the Duchy of Galaton in the Kingdom of Crucition.
Cool.
And it's actually the same county as
Ruinage.
but different, different county, same province. Anyway, that aside, you find yourself there, right? What's your character's name again, Ben?
Frederick.
Frederick. Oh, I have to remember. Frederick. Have to remember that.
Oh, sorry, what was your name again, Mackie?
Wethrin.
Wethrin. How do you spell it?
Wethrin.
Wethrine.
Okay, sorry.
And what was your name again,
I'll
sorry?
probably forget it.
What was your name?
I'm Patsy.
Patsy.
Okay, so Frederick,
Thanks, man.
you are good at sniffing out opportunities, okay? The best type of money for you is easy money, okay? You would rather someone else, you'd rather pick up a gold coin from a corpse than have to actually kill that person to get the, bag of coins. That you'd be willing to, but it's always easy. So if there's an opportunity to get an easy score, you are always on it. And you have just received an interesting tidbit of information.
Yes.
That within this county, okay, the centre is a fairly large town. It's nowhere near city size, but it's a decently large town, all right? And there are about 7 baronies within this county, okay? Mm-hmm. Barony is one of the smaller divisions in the feudal structure, okay? So the Baron Lord would rule over a barony, and he might have 1 or 2 hamlets or small villages within his domain. So 2 baronies have suddenly gone silent recently. All communication from these, settlements has disappeared. And the odd thing about these baronies is that they have been in dispute for years upon years, like 100 years or more, and they have wanted to go to war for years, but they never have, because if they went to war unjustly, the count would have been on them like a pack of, like a ton of bricks. They executed them, unless the war was justified. But all word from these 2 baronies have ceased, and they both are situated on the other side of a marsh, which makes them fairly secluded. Okay, and it's a good day's travel from it. So the Count has dispatched one of he's sending his son, his own son and heir, who's a knight of the realm and everything, to take a group of a couple of knights, 4 knights and other men-at-arms, which is about 20 or so. So that's not a company, it's something small, I forget the division, but anyway, to send them off to find out what's happening, because the Count suspects that these 2 barons have finally gone to war against his wishes. The thing about this, if they have gone to war, that means dead bodies. You can sell swords and armour for a big payday, and better yet, if one of the castles have been ransacked, oh boy, payday.
Wait.
Yeah, there you go. So,
Love it.
you want to go along, see what's happening, okay? Now, you have a choice. You can try and pretend to offer assistance to the Count's son, to see if he will let you go along with the actual soldiers, which means you might get free food, you don't have to pay anything, or you could follow from a distance and just be a bit safe, because if these guys find out that you're a bit shady. So there's pros and cons to both options. Okay. And so that's where you're kind of at the moment. And these 2 guys... that sounded like Frederick. These two guys would generally follow along anyway, and they'll be on board. And I mean, like, if you hear potential battlefield, lots of dead bodies, wow, you know?
Definitely.
So, what do you think? What do you think of it all?
I'm going for the pretend to offer assistance thing.
Alrighty. So you need to approach Lord Erasmus, the son of the Count.
Oh, damn it. It's always a gamble if it's a guy or a girl. Wait. No, still a girl.
And so you have waited.
Sorry.
You have waited outside the Count's, castle, just for when the Lord's son has finally emerged and the men-at-arms are marshalling, ready for them to leave the village and go off to the two border, baronies on the edge of the county.
Yep.
And so this is your opportunity to try and get in.
No worries. So we're just waiting for him to come out?
Well, he's there. He's on his horse. He's kind of sitting, in a nice polished armour and everything like that. He's actually not going to be riding his armour. So he's got the surcoat. Fancy surcoat with family, thing on thing, and has got gambeson underneath. Is ready, basically dressed ready for battle. Might be rough and everything.
Cool. What's his guard like?
Well, he's got 4 knights
Yep.
around him, and they are wearing their armour. They're kind of there to protect him because this is the Count's son. And then the regular men at arms are there, and there's captain of the guard and stuff. And they're ready to go. But they're all waiting while the men are marshalling because they have supply wagons that are just about to be packed and finished, and everyone's ready to go because this isn't a full army, so they don't have a full group of camp followers, but they got a supply wagon and 1 or 2 servants to help, sort out things, which are just general attendants.
Yeah. Okay. So, so do you say he's outside his castle right now? Or
outside.
Okay,
They're marshalling outside, getting ready to go.
I just approach him and just hail him.
As
My
you
good
approach,
lord.
2 soldiers come in. Halt! What business do you have
Hold here, boys.
with Lord Erasmus?
Boys, there's nothing to fear here. You don't have to worry. I'm just a humble bard. I heard that Lord Erasmus is going to see what is going on with this lack of communication between these 2 baronies, and I wanted to offer my humble services. As a bard, I travel a lot, and I know the area quite well, and I could be of assistance.
Oh, all right. And
That was really good, Ben.
yes,
It was like you're setting a good tone for our role play today.
So, who are these? Oh, he's kind of the soldier stops looking at your characters and you have some strange companions there, Bard.
Like I said, I'm here to offer my assistance. These 2 gentlemen are here to offer me assistance.
I just nod gently. When I say gently, I mean as gentle as I could be.
I'm just throwing up my axes and catching them on my elbow and and stuff.
They're staying there. You come with me.
I interrupt and I say, I go with him.
You're welcome to duke it out with him if you want.
No. He's not coming in within 20 feet of Lord Erasmus.
Go with
you
him.
tell him, or this is not.
Roll an intimidate thing. And what's your challenge level? Because intimidation is a legitimate way.
Yeah, the intimidation doesn't work like persuasion, okay? If you get a really, really good intimidate, you're going to convince this guy that you're going to try and kill him.
No, that's not true. Intimidate is strong-arming people into taking a course of action you see as
but
desirable.
The thing is, though,
when you succeed at challenge level,
but this is a soldier he has rules and orders.
Then
and stuff.
I have a very difficult challenge level to face it against.
It'd be essentially trying to put him into such fear that he reneges on anything.
The thing is,
he may go to his superiors and hand.
The more scary you make yourself look, the less likely he's going to let you near his lord.
No, I wouldn't say that.
This is my call, and this is what he would respond like.
So there's no way for me to succeed a roll.
No, there is. Intimidate is to scare the crap out of someone. And you can indeed scare the crap out of it if you want. It's narrative-based success and failure and stuff, and this is how I'm judging.
Yeah, but if I succeed the roll, you're making it sound like the outcome would be against what I am going for.
Because in a regular situation...
Well, then why would I make the roll?
Well, this is the thing. In a regular situation, you wouldn't try and intimidate this person to get what you want. Intimidating would get the opposite thing. So if you're not smart, like your character's not smart enough to realise that, he would still do it. I get that. But I'm just letting you know this is what would happen as a result.
You're telling me I'm failing before I'm rolling. That's what you're doing.
Basically. If you're going to try and intimidate...
That's what he would do. I got 1.
Okay, well...
Well,
Does that mean I successfully intimidated him to letting me go? It means I'm not very scary?
Yeah, like he's not going to order the 20 or so guys to attack you now.
What, but he won't let me through?
No, he's not letting you near his lord. If you're trying to persuade, just like be diplomatic, there might have been a chance.
but he can't be diplomatic.
What was the point of a roll?
I'm asking you that! You wanted to roll!
Because I assumed that a success or failure would affect a desired outcome. If you succeed a roll, it goes in a direction that it achieves the outcome you desire. Or
No. If you're trying to, you can't try and knock down a wall.
let's not get bogged down in.
I'm just saying, you need to use the
stuff.
right skills for the right circumstance. You picked the very wrong skill to try and achieve
I'll
what
let
you
it
wanted.
go.
Alright?
Nothing happened. I
He's like,
step back.
Look, your friends are staying, you can come and talk to my lord.
I understand that you are here to offer your lord safety, and that's the same purpose for my friends here. Allow them to come to the gate. They will not enter the castle.
Persuade.
They're all outside the castle gates.
Allow them to come, within a...
To the room.
Yeah, to allow them to observe, but...
Yeah, they can stay there and observe, that's fine. You're only, 50 yards or so from the main group or whatever.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't
Cool.
think we have a say, boys. I think this is how it's happening.
It's because you're ugly.
I figured.
Yeah.
What's the justification for letting me make me stay out?
You're flipping big axes.
I'm not doing it in like a juggling manner. I'm doing it like you know how people like roll
You're
coins
a
across
foreigner,
the things?
you're holding axes, instant, they don't trust you. Oops. You said you wanted to look like an Aztec. This guy is questioning if you're a devil or not.
It's fine.
But because you're with what seems to be a respectable bloke and is treating you normal, you might be normal.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll sit at the gate. I understand.
So comes up, Frederick. The soldier escorts you towards a regal kind of looking man. He looks to be in his 30s somewhat, right? Sitting on a horse. And he goes, Lord Erasmus, we have a man who wishes to offer you his services. Lord Erasmus looks down like, yes, sir. What would you like to offer there?
I take off my hat and do one of those very charismatic bows, and I go, my lord,
So this is where you can make persuasion.
I am a humble bard, and I have heard of your looking for the right words here, your journey
Ooh, that was a 16 destiny roll, just letting everyone know.
towards the outer baronies, and I want to offer my services. I'm a bard, and I travelled, and I know the area quite well, and I may
Excellent.
be of assistance.
I'm going to be without so many luxuries on this trip. I could do with some good music.
Wonderful.
It's bad enough that I'm going to have to be eating some of this gruel that these other men will be eating. He kind of looks up. I say, those are your two companions over there.
That they are, my lord.
They look like a rough sort.
That they are, my lord.
Well, we might be up to some rough business. If they can lend a hand in that, I say all the good for it, what?
Lending a hand is what they do best.
Excellent. You will be travelling at the back of the retinue, of course.
With my two companions?
Of course.
Wonderful.
If you have any questions, talk to the captain.
I shall.
Men, let us be off. Huzzah!
I need a clipboard sound.
we need coconuts.
No, that's a bird. They teleport. Sorry, go on.
Okay, so you leave the village off to the baronies. And you leave, kind of midday. So after a good 6 hours, we're going to stop for camp, okay? And because we don't have much time, we're not going to roleplay through it.
Cool.
You stop, you eat, you sleep, you wake up,
And
have a crap,
fun
take a
interactions entail in that experience.
No, people are avoiding
But no
you
one
guys
will
like
ever
the
know
plague.
about them.
People are avoiding
No, I mean
you guys
between
like the plague.
ourselves.
Oh, yeah. You want blood of some kind or
And
another.
he's juggling axes and he's being a toff.
That's all.
Is that a word?
It is now.
Something you might have noticed, your character, when you're really desperate for some blood, your character, you notice if you give someone a real solid punch in the kidneys, all right, a couple of minutes,
Blood.
blood.
And then like
just go.
Then their mouth
Don't
is
bother me, just go.
then their mouth is like a juice box. So then you just like
No, I'm talking about they pee blood.
oh.
Yeah. Sorry, it's like dispenser. In the cup. Thank you.
Wow. Why
great.
do that when once a month? Let's. I'll stop. All I need is a siphon.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
What am I? That makes like to your character now really wants to find a wife.
Let's give. I don't know if we can rescue this.
Okay, so it's morning. You'll leave traveling, and by this time, you made camp on the edge of the marsh. Okay, because this marsh is pretty darn big. All right, so it takes a good half day just to get through it. But a couple of 100 years ago, people went in with stones and built up a ditched kind of road that runs right through the center of the marsh. And this is really the only entry and exit to this, this land. Because beyond it is actually some fairly nice cultivated fields and everything, perfect for a settlement and stuff, which is why there's 2 baronies there. And then the edge of the borders, and you hit another a county which is ruled over by another count. And so you're traveling and you're going through the marsh. On this road, which kind of funnels people, and about midday comes, you finally make your way past. The marsh is leaving, and in the distance you can see a castle. Okay, the castle has kind of been built.
Is there a picture for this?
Yes, there is.
Which one?
The Mott and Bailey one. Camelot.
Is that one?
Yay!
All right.
So is that up?
Yeah.
Can you see it? So in the distance you see this castle. This is an old
That looks
castle.
cool.
Built in a very old style. It's called a Mott and Bailey, which is the first kind of design castle. Which means this thing is good 200 years old at least. Okay, so this barony has been around for ages, but that's a good fair way in the distance. Roll perception.
Uh-oh.
So it's base of 3
Dum dum dum.
plus our attribute points plus our perception points. Is that it?
1.
Abilities. So base of 3 abilities and whatever skills you have in perception. So you got a 1?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
I got 3.
3. All right. You are really looking careful. Like you're expecting. All right. where's the
You
fight
being Frederick?
Frederick, yeah, Frederick. So Frederick's like, all right, because you're expecting that there's been a big fight between the 2 baronies and everything, and you can already see one of the baronies, and you're assuming the other one is on some fairly clean fields, a good couple of leagues over in the other direction. But you don't see any. Well, actually, you can see bodies. In fact, next to the Mott and Bailey Castle, there should have been a small village surrounding it, like a hamlet, which is a collection of maybe.
You mean outside of the moat?
Yeah, outside, or on.
Yep.
It'll be in front generally.
Yep.
And it should be around, a small hamlet and a small, settlement like this. Should be maybe 10 to 20 hovels and stuff. You notice they've been levelled. There's nothing like there's just.
Was there?
Yeah, there was. There is just like ruins, and not old ruins. Something has knocked them all down. They're all just trashed.
We don't notice it?
No, this is too far away, because there's a bit of a hill in the way, but you're
okay.
kind of piecing these together. You
Being
smell something
patsy.
oddly familiar. Something you have not smelled this. It just smells. It just smells familiar. Something smells familiar.
Does it smell good?
Well, I'm going to say no, but it smells very familiar.
Okay.
Just familiar. So, Lord Erasmus is on his horse. Well, let's keep going. We'll go and meet Lord Albrecht right away and find out what's going on, I say. And so they start moving forward. You hear an odd, very kind of distant sound. It's hard to place your finger on what that was. Okay?
It's just a sound.
It was like, it sounded like some kind of animal, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
No, not that animal at all.
The bear roar.
Maybe a boar?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a boar or something like that. But, wow, this is a really sick boar. That's actually really, really good. That's almost perfect. But
This thing
so
has its
soft.
uses.
Most people would have just felt it was like a tremor in the air, maybe rustling of tree branches or something like that. But you noticed, because you're a keen, guy, that was actually an animal.
And do I recognise that it's hostile or?
It sounded like that.
Yes.
Infer what you would infer from it.
What I want to do is I want to. On one hand, I want to be on the good side of the prince. Of the Lord, so I can get to know him. On the other hand, if this is a hostile creature, I know that I'm got these two guys to protect me, and I'm pretty good in fighting myself. If I can manage to get it to kill some of his guard, I might be able to loot their bodies. So I bide my time for now.
Okay, so you're all moving forward and you're approaching, the Motte and Bailey closer. You're leaving the marsh behind, and so you travel, good 300 meters now or so, moving forward. Roll perceptions.
Eesh, 2, 3.
3.
2.
2. 3.
3.
As we approach this castle of sorts, is there an opportunity for me with my acrobatics to use my axes to climb the wall?
You need to cross the moat first.
Well, yeah, obviously.
You can just get him to throw you.
That's possible.
I could definitely do that.
Yeah, but do you have throw?
Yep.
Okay,
Fantastic.
Toss me.
Yeah, pass me.
those who rolled 3...
Slow down, Ben.
Alright, those who rolled 3 saw movement just over the hill, but as you looked, it just ducked under a hill that's blocking your view. So it was kind of going over a hill and then ducked under one. And saw this kind of movement. It looked a bit like, I don't know, you only saw the fraction of it as it ducked behind a hill, but it was moving towards you. And you hear a rumbling.
Patsy nudges Frederick just to make him pay attention.
Yeah. Okay, so
You hear Lord Rasmus, Lord in heaven, what happened to the village? It's flattened. I knew it. They've been warring. We shall pay these barons what for, I say.
At this point,
All the soldiers are like drawing their weapons. Yeah.
I immediately just like, my lord, and I gallop up to him on my horse, and I just go up to him and I'm very quietly saying, I don't believe that a war destroyed this town.
What? What is? Of course it has. Look at what's it.
Shh. Over there on that ridge.
Kind of looks, and unfortunately it wasn't too subtle because the Lord was very open about that. It was sort of what, and then he looks in one direction. So when the Lord looks, everyone else kind of looks, and they're all looking at this hill, and suddenly you see this rise above it. There's a JPEG called Monster something.
Oh, dang.
Daddy!
This creature suddenly comes burling over the hill, and it is 12 foot tall. Like, it is massive. Just...
Wait.
Nah, not even close. Do the other one. What's the other one? No. What was the other one you did? Yeah, that's a bit better. Like, yeah, all just visceral sounds of bloodlust and rage.
Is that an orc or an ogre?
It was an ogre.
You guys don't know what it is. Though,
I think
He
it
does
smells
it.
familiar.
he thinks, and he describes us exact same skin tone as your friend.
Well, can I make a perception check to?
Daddy!
Can I make a perception check to see if they're the same?
Of course.
See if they're the same. Sorry. See if they're the same. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, see, like there's some similarities. Yeah, like,
I just.
but all
yell
the
out.
men, like, Lord, what's his face? Erasmus is like, Lord in heaven, what in good place is that? And all the soldiers are like, ah! Like they don't know what to do. They're just going. No one is being practical or anything, and this thing is just barreling towards you. Like the ground is shaking, just like.
And I'm just trying to play it cool. I'm just like, it's an ogre, my lord. I suggest you get your.
Oh, hang on, you don't even know who. Like you don't know what it's an ogre. You just know there's something similar about these two.
Okay, no worries. I'll just be like, my lord, instead of trying to puzzle this creature out, how about we try and kill it first?
All right.
You're gonna get him to send all of his men into the fray.
In the time you
You
said
did it
that,
again! You did this with the wink! Oh, this is crazy! Ben is the new sex symbol of tabletop time. Sorry, Mackie.
So
Mackie's just like, oh.
yeah. So he's about 10 meters away after you say
Okay.
that. The men are just like, this thing is right on top of you.
I just like, straight away, I know I need to get out. I'll just be like, Patsy! And then I get the heck out of there.
So you're like in it.
I'm getting out of the way of its charge. I mean,
Now,
I
even
might
though
be-
the soldiers are all,
Yeah.
they have stepped in front of the Earl by
Yeah.
measure. So because their instinct is they got to protect the so not the Earl, Lord Erasmus
Yes.
is the guy that pays their wages. That's what they're there for and whatnot. So
yeah. So
Yeah.
I might be a swindling, cunning, flippin',
scumbag.
yes, scumbag, but I'm not gutless. So I just get out of his way. I call for Patsy. I'm just like, Patsy, we need your help. Come on, man.
So what does he want of
Okay,
Patsy?
the creature reaches first line soldiers. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Is that only 3?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
What?
That's beneficial to us.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right.
good. Okay.
So the soldiers, they are packing their dags, but a lot of them have halberds and stuff, so they're just kind of held up, ready for
So
a
they're
charge.
kind of bracing.
Ready for a charge, and this creature's run into a kind of basically runs fully into him. They go right in its gut, and he looks down and just goes, "Rah!" like screams at them. Yes, that's exactly what
So,
he does.
Philbrush in chat said, Jazza looks so proud every time he gets the sound effects right. It's true.
In the meantime, because I have the highest reflex, in reaction to him just like bracing on those halberds, can I throw an axe?
You can. You see no blood.
So combat is now engaged, right?
yeah.
And do I know what you would have me do, Frederick?
Well, how long have we been teamed up together?
I don't know. But
Done a few
long enough.
devious missions?
Yeah. So I guess I was assuming that we'd be on the the terms of a relationship where if one of us was in trouble and wanted some muscle, like you'd know what that meant.
Yeah. So in this scenario, because I have to declare first, I need to sort of say what I would do, but I'm sort of asking you what you think you will have. You sort of trained me as your combatant because that gets me what I want, really. And I'm not a tactician. I'm the muscle. So what in this, like in combat scenarios, what would you normally get me doing?
What usually, so it depends on what we're fighting. I mean, if we were against a band of people, then you're obviously doing what this guy's doing.
You don't
to
yet
me.
know the full measure of this thing. So.
Yeah. What I do know though is Patsy is really, really, really strong, and so I guess just taking a stab in the dark, what I'd want Patsy to do is to just see if he can reach a point where he can just slog it in the head, try and daze it a little bit.
So you're just sending him right on in?
Well, I mean he's pegged on the soldiers, so.
Well, then you don't know how pegged he is.
Okay.
He's just run into him, looked down, and screamed. New round anyway, so...
Wait, do I get
which
to
means
throw my-
I-
throw your axes.
Does this thing declare? Is it slow? What's its reflex?
Oh, it'll declare last. Easy.
You mean
Okay.
declare first?
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
So how
His
does
reflex is like -1.
how does throwing weapons work? So I
Plus
get my
2
base.
Yep, +2 base, plus
Aim
proficiency.
Aim
no,
throw?
not aim throw. You can assist with aim throw as a separate thing entirely.
Okay.
So 3 base proficiencies, weapon bonus, and abilities, of course.
Weapon bonus for a hatchet is 1 or 2?
2 is for throwing weapons.
Okay, so this is the assist roll.
Oh, hang on. No, this is for assist.
Yeah.
Sorry, assist is something that's your weapon combat roll. So you can assist retroactively. So what did you get on this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Okay, so then did you want to do an assist separate to it?
Yeah, well, do I just take the weapon proficiency out and do aim throw?
Yeah, just do aim throw, which is 3 plus abilities plus your skill, and that's it.
So I got a 2.
2, so -1 on your combat roll. Because challenge level minimum is 3 for assists, so which means you've got a 5.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
So if I declared, well, I forgot to declare, I guess, but what I want to do is I don't want to inflict a major injury or anything, but I just want to try and aim for his eye, to try and hit him in the eyeball.
Okay, can't allow, because you didn't say that's what you were going for, and then you didn't get the bonus on the roll, so this is just a general roll. I forgot to add the +1 bonus for his, actually it was +2 for him having such a high strength, so effectively he actually rolled 5, not a 3, on his thing. So what happens is the axe hits his hide, and goes kapling and bounces off completely.
Okay.
Do I have the next highest reflex?
I have the. Technically, shouldn't we roll off because we both have -1 reflex?
Yeah, if you want.
Well, it makes
I'll just
sense,
let you go first because it's so much bigger.
Because he's full ogre.
Yeah.
Alright.
So his declaration, he has this big club thing that he got from maybe destroying one of the homes, and he's just picking it up and this huge swing.
All right. Can I destiny roll to see if there's something nearby me, like someone probably less important in the army, but that's very heavy, full of armor and stuff, or some sort of a thing like a cart full of metal things, or a cauldron or something to pick up and just slam, like
Throw
just
me.
throw. Really?
Yeah.
Toss me.
Okay, if that's what you want to do.
All right. I throw Wethrin.
I want
I turn to you for a nod first because we've done this in the past, I assume, but I need your permission.
Yep. I just nod, and I'm going to assist you with my acrobatics. So I'm going to like straighten my body up and stuff.
We'll roll your assist then.
1, 2, 3, 4. So you get a bonus 1 on whatever you roll.
All right. I pick you up and throw you. What's the challenge level?
Throw.
+3 strength. Plus.
There should
Aim
be
throw.
a extremely difficult.
That's not enough, bad.
Would you say this would be extremely difficult for a regular person? Which
I
would
would-
be challenge level 5.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Don't worry, it's going to be narrative-based failure. You're strong enough to do it.
Yeah.
So if you roll a 3, you
So
still
how-
effectively threw it
Base
far
3,
enough.
+3 strength, +2
Hold on.
aim throw. Oh, thought it'd be cooler than that. I only have 2 aim and throw though.
Oh, okay.
Can I assist with grapple? Or is his assist?
Yeah, I'll let you assist grapple. See how...
Thank you.
So is that your grapple roll?
1, 2, 3, 4, so I get +1.
Plus
Oh, and I
5.
forgot I get a automatic +1 win as well.
For any strength-based one.
Yeah. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What was yours?
6, 7, 8.
All
so
right,
you get
yeah.
the 2 from me and the 1 from you.
Plus another 1, so 9.
Okay, 9.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you just pick up this Indian-looking guy, which is
Aztec.
American
Aztec.
Indian, Aztecish-looking guy. Pick him up and just throw him. He goes flying.
Does he look graceful?
You got
Yeah,
got your thing on you.
acrobatics.
So yeah, you're just
striking a pose like this as he flies through the air.
Let's not be racist. Or be more racist.
Absolutely.
Let's do that. Cool, continue. That's Xena Warrior Princess, but alright, keep going. Alright.
So yeah, you land on his shoulder before we grab.
Okay.
And
Alright.
so if I was the ogre,
I react last.
you're not like this midget on his shoulder, but you're half his height. So when you land on his shoulder, your legs are hanging down around his gut, and you're kind of holding around his neck, kind of thing. It's just like
I would have used
this
my
huge
axes to just hold on.
Yeah, I'll let you do that. Doesn't do any damage.
What, like ice picks? Like
Yeah.
Doesn't do any damage, but it, bunches
Makes
up the
sense,
skin
yeah.
and holds it in place. Yep. All right, so look, I'm just going to roll for this big monstrous thing. Okay, just see what he gets.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Far out.
What's it gets a +2 from these weapons?
Strength. When you have a point above 2, you get an additional dice to roll with and a win for every point above
Does
2.
he have how many above
He has
2?
4.
Okay. Hang on, he has 4 strength. Okay.
And so,
So he gets plus
he got an 8 on his roll.
+2 dice, +2 wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He got an 8 on his roll for this big, mighty swing. Okay. And I'm just going to roll once for the soldiers and take their roll and kind of average it off, just to speed things up.
So, who's he declaring to attack?
He was attacking the soldiers in front of him who he ran into on the pikes. And
So this is the second round of combat officially.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I still get a
3,
thing launched.
4, 7. 1. Okay. So this huge club comes swinging in, okay? And it just knocks a good 6 soldiers out from in front of him, and you just hear this crunching, and they get like launched into the air and flown off to the side, and as it just goes, this big monstrous guttural scream. Those guys are dead.
Yep.
6 soldiers dead in one swing.
That was from a 1?
That was from one attack.
But from a 1?
That was the soldier's roll.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Okay, what are you up to,
Okay,
Mr.
so
Bard?
I will let you guys reassess what you
Okay.
want to do.
It's still in the second round of combat, so you still haven't chosen.
Yeah.
I should clarify, someone asked what's Patsy's weapon. I'm trained in unarmed combat. I'm not trained in unarmed combat.
Okay.
I just prefer it.
So when, Lord Erasmus, when these 6 guys just knocked aside, Lord Erasmus is just like, "Good Lord!" And he just pat, the guys, all the other soldiers just scream like, "Wah!" And he just goes, "Retreat! To the cape! To the cape!" And he's off. He's left his soldiers behind, but
The keep meaning the thing
Yeah.
they're running forward.
this monster thing is on their side of the the group, and they move forward to try and block him. And Lord Erasmus is just forward and a bit to the left towards the castle. Just he's legged it, and with him breaking ranks, the soldiers are they're running.
It makes sense. At this point, I don't think we would be like, let's take him.
Yeah, no.
I'm already on him, so...
Yeah. Okay.
All you have to do is use momentum from his swings to jump off, and I'll catch you and run or whatever.
Yeah, because I certainly won't catch you. I'm
Well, so what are you doing in this round, this combat round? Because technically speaking, that can't have happened yet. Because you need to declare what you've done.
yes. So, okay. No
And I
worries.
still haven't taken my role yet
yes,
for
you
this
did
turn.
for this turn. So yeah.
So, he hasn't actually called retreat yet.
No,
Not
but,
officially.
But you're seeing his clubby thingy swinging in already midway, taking out several people, kind of thing. while
Yeah.
you're choosing your move.
Okay. Well,
What is your weapon? Your daggers, aren't you?
daggers. I got daggers everywhere. I've got daggers up my sleeves. up my
So
nose.
against this guy, they're like toothpicks.
Yeah, but
They ignore armor.
yeah. Which
That's
is really cool.
true. Does that count in a case like this? It still must do, because you can pick vulnerabilities.
Yeah, that's what I was actually planning
You still
on
have to
doing.
beat their combat roll.
He has a like this creature. You saw the spike, blade heads, spearheads of halberds and bill hooks go into his gut and not draw blood.
Yeah.
I think
So
the
its
last.
hide is thick.
I think we played a mini campaign with it again in your realm setting years ago that wasn't on tabletop time, and it took ballistas to kill one of these things. Just to add some metagaming into the mix, but
Yeah.
That, Shut up, Jazza!
In character, even me being me, would
Yeah,
sort of
wouldn't know
think,
that, but-
let's not attack this
Like,
thing.
this thing is, like, you need to be prepared if you're going to try, like, you've just seen that, like, full-on bill hooks and stuff right into his gut, didn't even scratch this thing. Its hide must be like this, of thick, hard, raw hide or whatever. Just
Is there a
natural.
corpse near me of one of those 6 people?
Oh, they're kind of knocked a good 5 or
Technically
6
speaking,
meters
that
to the
hasn't
side.
happened yet.
So I'd sort of run and grab one of those on my way to...
That'll be next turn. You've already
Yeah,
taken
he
your
hasn't
turn.
taken his turn, neither have I. Have
Oh, yeah.
In this
Yeah.
round. of
Sorry,
combat.
guys.
Let's see. So, I kind of had the same idea as
Weathering.
yes. I was kind of thinking, go all Legolas on him and jump onto his back and either try and get 2 daggers and either stick him inside his ears or into his eyes.
How are you going to jump up there?
I've got 1 in acrobatics.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to try and fight it?
1 point in acrobatics?
Do you think that would... Yeah, okay.
Out of a potential 4? You're not an expert.
I've got 4 in sleight of hand, so I draw out knives and I...
Yeah, that's probably
steal
not going
things.
to help you kill him.
Yeah, but like,
I'm just trying to avoid you dying immediately
Yes, okay.
for your own sake.
Your characters would be getting a very clear sense of their own mortality right now.
Yeah.
But you haven't seen anyone
I don't
die
think
yet.
that would be thinking, we're in an RPG setting, let's attack the monster. We saw 6 people die in 1 swing.
I'm not
That
that
hasn't
kind of,
happened yet.
Oh,
yeah,
It's
about
happening.
to. It's happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not that kind of game master.
Okay.
Narrator.
No worries. Well then, what I would want to do is I would want to try and dissuade Weathrin from killing himself.
Get off the beast!
It's not, you are important to me. It's I can't really do much looting without you. So,
I still love you. Come back.
What are you saying? Just get off him? Like run? What?
so as the monster is swinging, I mean, obviously there's a big, arc on his swing. Okay, and so I find my opportunity, and I go up, and I'm kind of beckoning Weathrin onto my horse just to jump onto my horse, so I
You
can.
don't have a horse.
I thought I was on a horse.
Horse never came up. No, you've been walking with the soldiers.
Oh. Okay.
I was so tempted to do another horse sound. I won't. I'll stop.
Okay. Well then, honestly, I would probably do what I'm doing right now and just
Run.
gape in awe. I'd be like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah, because you've
That's
never
fair.
seen anything like this. Like,
Yeah.
We may have been a bit too gung.
It'll be
Oh, a
fine.
battle, throw him.
Giant monster, I'll throw him on
On
him.
second thoughts, this was a bad idea.
I just be like, Weathrin!
I need more
Come on.
dice.
Because I
Okay.
mean, without my idea was to use the King's Guard as like cannon fodder,
Which we essentially have.
yeah, and now it's expended.
Yeah, no more cannon. Like, so now, new round, yeah.
I haven't taken my turn
Oh,
yet.
sorry, yeah, sorry. Matt.
I'm like, yeah,
Back up.
there's big guns on the castle. That's a good place to be.
Alright. My question is, in being thrown, would you accept that would automatically be close combat? Because I'm hooked on the thing, essentially.
Yeah,
Okay.
but you can't avoid armor class in this sense because there's no open gaps to exploit.
What about his ear hole
A couple
in
things
his
to
eyes?
say. Yeah, he's got a face. He might have thick skin, but if he gets an attack
Yeah.
in the eye or the roof of the mouth or whatever,
Or
that
ear.
negates armor.
Yeah,
that
no.
also being said, he can't use his weapon against him, so close combat does count because he's not going to swing his club onto
negate
himself.
weapon bonus, which is significant because it's so big.
Alright, so what I want to do, first of all, I'm dual wielding because I've got 2 axes, so that's a +2.
You need one of the axes to hold on if you want to try and stay on to him. So if you're going to use
Well,
if you're going to be
if that's the
releasing your
case-
handholds to try and do used.
If that's the
axes.
case, can I use acrobatics to see if I can balance on him? Because I am a circus performer who is a dancer and a juggler.
All right, that will be. I'm thinking that's unrealistic. Which it legitimately is. It's
a giant thing, though, isn't it?
He is giant, yeah, but is moving around. You don't have proper foot, holds and everything for your feet and stuff like that.
All right. So what you're saying is don't use dual wielding. Okay. All right. Fine. I won't use. Dual
You could
wielding.
try it, but I'm just letting you know these are the circumstances.
Can I aim? So I'm already in close combat. What I want to aim to do is not a trip or anything, just like smack him in the ear so his balance is off. So essentially, like if I hit him in the ear when he goes to swing and stuff, he's got a chance to miss, more likely.
Okay, so you want to hit him in the ear.
Basically, yes.
Okay, with the blade or the flat or what?
So the idea is to use one of the smaller axes and try and like, how big is his ear hole? Like the actual hole. Like, could it fit like an axe in it? That's like
this. Like the ear itself is like that round. The actual hole itself, which is no, that's 100% bigger than our own ear hole.
Yeah.
And he is twice as big as a regular person.
That's a good point. Our ear holes are quite little.
They are. Sorry, so that's like 200%.
I'm gonna aim for
100% is equivalent. What am I saying? Anyway.
And his eyes would be like probably this big. His eyes are a bigger target, so I'm going to try and hit his eye.
Okay, you want to hit his eye?
Yep. Okay. With the intent to blind, but not really do any major damage.
You're using axes.
Yes.
Okay, axes can't be used in close combat.
Why not?
Because they're too big. They're a medium weapon.
Yeah, but I'm using like tiny little hatchets.
Okay. Well,
they're not like full axes.
Yeah, you're using hatchets to try and do it. Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Okay. With the intent to blind. Okay. So do I use my acrobatics to assist this?
All right. Now remember, look, this is going to be tricky, making because you want to basically incapacitate a limb. Essentially, is what you're going for, isn't it? And that requires a level 4 victory. Now, because you're declaring, I'll give you +2 dice to roll with. But if you don't. If you get a level 2 victory, you're just going to miss completely.
Well, I want to aim more for something like a medium injury.
So what you can do with a medium injury is you can disarm it.
Oh, he could be like, "Arr!" and drop his big club.
So you can try and disarm it. Okay, so +2 dice to roll with Mac.
Okay,
so Macalos.
So I do an assist roll first, obviously.
So you're assisting with
acrobatics to try and get there.
I'll give you that.
Yep.
So
base of 3, reflex, acrobatics.
Yep. And challenge level 3. Go, son.
Okay.
So this is for assisting acrobatics.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, +2.
Okay.
Sweet.
And this I'm going base of 3 plus reflex plus weapon proficiency, which would be 2. Oh, weapon bonus. Plus pugilist, or whatever you want to call, which is my weapon combat.
Pugilist.
Yep.
We'll go with it.
Yep. Plus declaration, which was how much?
+2 dice from the declaration.
+2 dice.
Yep, and you're going for a disarm. Beautiful.
Okay. So whatever I get on this, I get a +2. Whoop. I'll roll it again.
No.
1, 2, 3, 4. +2, so 6.
No, +2 dice to roll with, not +2 wins.
No, but my assist was +2.
Yep, so 6?
6, yeah.
Okay. Now remember, he rolled an 8 on his roll.
That's a level 2 victory against you.
Okay. So I'm going to fall off.
But see, what I'm going to say is that generally, his attack was only aimed for those in front of him, so you don't get hit by the attack.
But
so I'm going to say, you just go in for this big kind of hit.
Wouldn't his roll be different if you minus the weapon bonus from what he's rolled? Because he doesn't have a weapon bonus.
I can re-roll him entirely just to see how it goes. Because you're right, he wouldn't get his weapon bonus for it. So I'll subtract that and roll this. 1, 2, 3.
That's a
4, 5. Okay, so
it's a level 1 victory.
His roll was 5 and level 1 victory. So unfortunately, you miss.
Okay. So it doesn't work.
So what happens is you just throw your axe in and it full on hits him and it bounces off.
God damn it. All right. Next round.
Ding. New round. His slowest is going to declare first. He doesn't like you on him. He is swinging up to grab you.
Okay. That's fine.
So you'll need to do something in response to that.
I get to declare
The Lord
last,
has
though,
now...
so-
He's just legging it, and the soldiers are about to break and flee as well. That's
You're
what they're-
retreating and telling me to get off. What are you to get off?
What are you doing?
I assumed we were running away.
Yes. Everyone else is. This guy is still on it.
All right, that being said, I'm going to charge in towards this brute and take him at the waist to jolt him enough, hopefully, to allow my companion to leave.
Okay. Ballsy.
All right.
And what are you doing?
Are you doing anything? Because you need to declare
Well,
first.
I wasn't actually running away. I was just telling you to get off. So I'm
Okay.
not actually running away yet.
Yeah, you're kind of standing in awe.
Well, I see him go in, and oh wait, no, because that hasn't happened yet. Hey. Okay, so
You declare
You
at
know
the same
I'm
time.
doing that.
You know,
because
he-
Yeah.
I
he's
declared,
reflex,
so
you've got
you
high
see me
reflex.
turn
yeah,
and
I see what
just
you
You
did.
can
charge
predict
in.
what is about to do.
Okay, no worries. Well, I want to help in some way, because like I can't really do much. But what's the chances of me being able to use deception to try and distract him?
It wouldn't be deception. It would be persuasion. It's like a perform check.
Okay, no worries. Well, I got one in persuasion.
What about using your vocation as a singer to distract him?
Could I do that? No, I got -1. But
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, yeah. How does that work? Because he's aiming to be not necessarily be good, just be annoying. So with a -1 apply.
No, he can actually try and do this as an assist to help one of you guys, and whatever he rolls above 3, he can give you a bonus on your roll. This can be a legitimate assist roll.
okay.
But does he get a negative for being a performer in this case? I would say it's a positive because being shit would be distracting. If you catch my narrative explanation.
What do you guys think?
Well,
We'll just go with it. Let's,
Yeah.
because we need to keep things moving fast.
okay.
So,
So I get a base of 3, -1.
no, don't minus 1. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just going to give you base 3.
plus stats.
Plus stats.
Not both, because this is using a skill, which is perform, which is an intelligence-based one. You don't get reflex on it.
Okay. So pretty much what I want to do is I want to pull out my little sitar and just start strumming it frantically.
All right, go.
Okay.
Really?
2.
2. Okay, and this was to help Mackie?
To help in the whole
No,
distraction.
it was
Yeah,
to assist. This is
This is
one of
to
you.
assist Mackie in getting away
Okay.
by distracting him.
Mackie, you hear this screeching, awful music that throws you off, and you're going to get a negative on one of the wins for your roll.
Okay.
Oh no.
That's okay. Alright.
So, who you've declared? So,
I declare last, so
So
these
it's
two.
your roll. I want you to roll first.
Okay.
Actually, the Yoga will be rolling.
Yeah, these guys technically need to roll first. Because I would see what they're doing as
Okay,
they're doing.
roll, guys.
Yeah, guys.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
on.
Yo,
Crap.
roll.
We gotta
Is-
keep.
is
We
it
gotta
like-
keep things.
That's true.
Rolling.
His ogre has...
The ogre's declared to grab
Oh
it.
my god, I just realised we need the song Keep Rollin', 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 Rollin' in this music app. Because then...
Ready? You
'Cause
want to do it?
Okay, I was... No, it's alright. What?
You want to do the song?
I don't have the song in here.
We could do the song.
No, we are... No.
We could do the song.
No, we can. So I'm about to roll and keep rolling, rolling, rolling.
Oh, you did it without me, you
I
scumbag!
wasn't singing.
Shame on you!
Speaking.
I
I
spit
was
on your
I
grave!
was
I
speaking from the
fought in your
heart.
general direction.
Your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberry.
Does Ogre roll first so we know what we're up against?
Yes.
Yes.
Me!
God, you're loud.
Hey, you said you missed me. You can't take that back.
I miss aspects.
No, you missed me, man.
Sometimes I miss aspects about you. I'm starting to regret having said that. Yeah, I regret having said that. Okay, so can he roll first? Can the big ogre thing roll
Oh, you want the ogre to roll?
first? Yeah, and can you might want to roll the weapon
Separate, yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to roll the weapon separately.
Well, he's not using his weapon if he's declaring to grab me.
Yes.
No, yeah, exactly. I wasn't going to... But he would be assisting with grab.
Well, if that's his action, then
No.
he's not attacking. His combat roll will still count as that against my roll.
I'm going to just roll with it, okay?
Is he going to have a weapon bonus?
This
No.
is going to be his roll, okay?
Okay.
And then I'm going to do a separate grapple check to assist this roll, which will apply to Mackie. So the bonus from the grapple check will apply to Mackie, and the weapon roll that I'll be adding to this roll will be applying to you.
No, because he's not. He gets an action. He's working on Mackie.
No, you can do multiple things.
Well, then can I do
It's like
multiple
dual
things and attack him, and then also
like dual
dig a
wielding.
hole and
It's
jump
dual
in?
wielding.
Nah,
Ah, my call. Stop arguing.
that's a
Take it.
shit call.
Bad luck.
Shit call.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Is
Hold
his
on. Oh,
weaponless combat roll?
Is the weaponless? So 4.
Did you get unarmed because he's in close combat?
It's just 4, all right, Mackie?
Okay.
Which is actually 5, 6 because of the strength bonus. So I need a pen. No, I don't need a pen. I got a laptop. 6. So that was.
It's
the
almost
6.
like you did a line of cocaine between the two.
Maybe he did.
I what? I don't know what's wrong with me.
Do you have sugar there? Maybe you just got like tablespoons of sugar and just...
Did you find my stash of cocaine?
I missed this, all right?
You found it!
Hey, why can't
Damn it!
Why can't I just be happy that I'm back?
You can
You
be
can
happy.
be.
Yeah,
just-
exactly.
you just
I
seem-
can be. So
You
get
just
off
seem
my back.
happy in a chemically enhanced way.
Get off my back, man.
Alright, go.
All right. 6. Assist roll. 3. And that. And so this is grapple against you. 1, 2,
my
3,
goodness.
4.
So he gets plus
Plus
one.
1. So it is a 7 for the overall for the grapple. Grapple against Sir Macalot. And
So I have to beat 7.
you have to beat 7.
That's fine. I can do that easily.
You can do that. I believe in you.
And that's a
Plus
7 for Sir Jazza. All right. Well, that kind of balances out, doesn't it?
Let's do it.
Don't do a shit roll.
I will not do a shit roll. Okay, so I've got my base of 3, plus 3 strength, which gives me another 1 die. Oh no, that's a plus 1 dice, which gets plus 1 then. 1, 2, 3, 4 for my grapple.
You have 4 points
This
in grapple.
is-
Maxed. Cool.
This is an assist roll for my unarmed combat roll. Okay? This plus 1 equals, oh my god, that's terrible.
Dude,
It's
That's
3 plus 1, so I get
4.
4. Okay.
Dude.
What?
Nothing.
Okay, so I get plus 1 to my next roll, plus my other plus 1 to my strength.
Well, that was 4. So hang on.
Yeah,
That's my
so
that was an
grapple
assist.
assist.
Okay, so 4. All right, so plus 1.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that was your whole
So now
roll.
it's that, plus my unarmed combat, plus my strength. I wish I got more bonuses. But this is my combat roll, and I get plus 2 to the outcome.
No. So you're declaring?
Yeah, I told you I was slamming
Okay,
into
you get plus 2 dice to roll with, not plus 2 wins.
No, he's
No, I
got
get
plus
plus
2 wins
two
from
wins.
his assist.
plus 1 from strength and 1 from my assist. Plus 2 wins to
Yeah,
this
okay,
roll.
yeah,
Yeah. And I'm burning a destiny point to gain the advantage.
Oh wow, it's going all out.
Gain an advantage. Well, if I can stumble him or do whatever, then
It might save Mackie's life.
Yeah. And
Exactly.
so don't you get 2 more dice to roll because you declare it?
I'm
As well?
flanking, aren't I?
No, you're running right in front
Then
of
he's
him,
flanking.
like 2 in front.
But he's just working on Mackie.
You're running towards him in front. I'm not giving you flanking.
Ah.
Oh, that was better.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus 7, 8.
5.
you did
1, 2,
Okay,
3,
one-
4, 5,
yes.
6. Advantage.
Oh, advantage!
7, 8.
Okay,
So-
you get a level 1 victory.
Which is a stagger.
Okay.
Or
I'm going to
or close combat.
stagger because I'm in close combat.
Hang on. His weapon applied to me, didn't it?
Yeah.
So if I'm in close combat, no?
You don't.
I stagger him.
Okay, you're staggering.
So I charge and slam into
This
his
must
gut.
be your staggering good looks.
Aha. I'm the only one with staggering goodness here.
Oh, you've not just taken the praise, you're running with it now.
Yeah. He's running the show now.
So I just had to pause the music quietly so we could just dwell on that. That was ravishingly confident.
Dude, I'm in character right now. I'm in the zone.
Okay, Maggie.
No,
Maggie.
He needs to roll first.
No, he's already rolled. He's trying to assist you and he's stuffed up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Just sounds
so
like ding.
roll or you might get your head bitten off.
Alright, so my intention is to assist Jazza in his staggeration to try and...
Oh, can you stack staggers?
No. I'm aiming to assist him to the point where
You can't
he's...
assist. You should have declared assisting before. You didn't. This is now regular combat.
If it all happens at once, technically.
No, we're past the declaration phase.
That's fair.
We're not, because I can't declare before him because that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, because he's...
I always have to declare in reverse declaration.
Yeah, but he did not declare to stagger. He declared to trip.
No,
I didn't.
he declared to charge him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't declare an outcome.
Well, then you shouldn't have got the extra 2 dice rolls.
Yes, so I got the extra 2 wins.
Yeah,
From
the
his
wins, but
strength
anyway,
and-
whatever. So you staggered, let's
I
go.
didn't take any
I don't
extra
care,
dice.
we're moving forward. Maggie.
Alright, so am I okay to assist Jazza in moving his momentum to a trip? If I get a +2, can I get from a minor victory to a trip? So I still have to beat... Well,
No. Look, I'm just going to say no in this case.
Okay.
Maybe next round, and we'll pre-plan things.
Should I have, because I was declaring to assist him by distracting him, should I have rolled with 6 dice instead of 4?
It's too late, alright? It's too late! And him was the ogre and Sir Macala. Anyway, because I don't remember Mackie's character's name. Mackie, better roll.
okay, so base of 3.
So what are you
reflex.
doing? Is this a combat roll?
Well, I guess so.
Alright, well first of all, you need to roll to see if you keep hold of this guy. Okay, so roll a grapple just to see if you're still
Acrobatics,
on
I will roll.
I'm going to say grapple for this now. Your acrobatics was to get on him. Now you're on him. This is a grapple. It's climbing. It's all grapple. You can assist with that. But the core roll will be grapple.
Well, if that's the case, I'm not going to bother holding on.
So you're going to jump off?
I'm going to roll off.
That's a smart move.
Okay.
Now, remember, he's trying to grab you, and he has a roll of 7 for the grabbingness.
Sorry?
He's also staggered.
So,
He's also staggered.
no,
so
that's for next round. Stagger doesn't apply this round, and he rolled a 7 to grab you. So, you are trying to avoid getting grabbed. So,
Yes.
which is a specific action, which I could say is a declared action. You'll get a +2 dice to roll with, but you need to beat his 7 to not get grabbed. Do we feel the tension here, people? This is serious stuff. Serious.
So base of 3, 2 reflex, 4 for acrobatics, 2 for declared attention. Which is 3, 6, 9, 11.
I will let you use your acrobatics to avoid this, okay?
Well, it's not
Technically,
like technically
it should be acrobatics assist to a combat roll, but I'm just going to let you make an acrobatics check to avoid it because I'm so nice.
Well, I'm not attempting to grapple or injure him.
Yeah,
in
you're
any
just trying to
way,
roll,
so-
which is why I'm giving it to you. So you're just trying to get away from the big sucker.
Oh, good roll.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it favours the person in defense. It never favours the person in attack because if you equal a roll, you haven't succeeded it.
I remember reading that.
Passive. I want to be perfectly fair here, so we need to look it up. Sorry, guys. This is something. Okay, so we are gonna go page 16.
So in future, if I have a high reflex and Jazza is declaring to do something, I immediately have to say that I wish to assist him.
In your declaration phase, yeah. Like, because
Okay.
we weren't,
'Cause
we
we
being a
prob-
bit disjointed, we should have done it in proper order because combat
Well,
is serious.
We did do it in proper order. When Ogre and then, well, technically you went for some reason, and then him, and then me. I always declare last. So. And then it happens in reverse.
Do you remember where we talked about passive and active skill checks?
Ooh, the power might be clicking.
Not unless I was looking through the book.
Because this is what we need to determine about. Because this is important, like, because if you, like, I rolled a 7, you rolled a 7,
to succeed in an action,
stuff here.
To succeed in action, like damage, for example, to succeed
Here
damage,
you go, page 8.
you must exceed
job,
the
Ben.
roll.
We just wrote the stuff and he knows where it is.
No, it's just because I've only read that much, so there's not much for me to have to remember.
Oh.
Do you remember having read it?
Yes.
Good job, man. Look at you do your research, you little kid.
Examples of conflicts that involve multiple active opponents. Arm wrestle combat force. So this is an active one, okay? It's a one-on-one, so... with conflicts where all characters are considered aware and active, rolls that are tied or equal are simply re-rolled.
Really? Interesting.
That's so when it's a passive, like lying to someone, sneaking up to someone, seducing or pickpocketing, okay,
It's always in favour of the...
it's always in favour of the defender.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
alright, so I was just going with the rules and whatever we wrote down is what we'll go with.
You roll first.
So
Good sir.
4, 1, and then can't remember. That was his base with it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that was that. So that was a separate roll, and then I needed to roll his grapple checks separately, just like that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Who says re-rolls don't work in your favour?
So does that mean yours gets recalculated? I know it's
Is he still staggered?
Yeah, it's still going to be staggered. This is separate. This is just for the
so next
grapple.
round.
Yeah, this is all just the re-roll for this specific action. So Mackie, you need to re-roll and beat a 4.
1, 2, 3.
So he successfully grapples me.
He does, because I also forgot to add his 2 bonus strength wins, which means he
That's
was actually...
plus 2 wins, so
which
that's...
He was 6, not 4.
So he grabs me, he can't do any damage this round.
he just grabbed me.
He's grabbed you.
Okay.
I'm just going with the rules, people.
All
Don't
right.
blame me.
This may be a fun We All Die campaign.
Oh man.
We picked the wrong thing to engage, so...
You had... Well,
I'm just hugging my dad. This is a reunion.
big giant monster running.
This is the first time in my life a tear is rolling down my cheek.
I know. I'm kind of blaming D&D because in D&D, a monster comes, sure, we'll kill it.
Yeah.
This isn't D&D.
Yeah.
This is the realm.
We
This
haven't
is
yet
me.
learned that in Rob's campaign either.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, you're right. I'm like, but see, Rob's is a bit different because when we see average human person, we think, I'm an average human person. We should have a chance in beating him. So that's the
Apparently not.
This is giant, massive monster twice my size. I'm not gonna fight. I'm gonna throw my companion onto him.
Let's keep going and see where this ends up.
Yep. Okay. New round declaration.
Might as well run with this. We've got half an hour
New
left.
round,
And let's just go
declaration.
nuts.
Like, I'm going to give you guys the ability to try and perceive what the ogre is going to do based on his actions.
Crush.
Okay.
So this is Mackie is around maybe this big, as he's got him in his arm, and it's doing this.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's gonna eat.
Well, hang on a
Do you
second.
want to describe this to our audio
So
listeners?
if you don't hear, jaw opening, going right over Mackie's head.
I really want this to end badly for all of us.
Now, hang on a second.
Every now and then we need these stories.
Now, Joss has just staggered him. Okay. So he's got him in his hand, but he has to have some sort of oof.
He'll
you
get
know.
a -1 on his next roll.
Okay. Okay.
Who does the ogre?
Yeah.
So, okay.
And you have no destiny points!
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Good
I know what
job.
I'm gonna do, but I need to wait for my declaring phase. Or is this my declaring phase?
Well, he's declared, so
He
I
is
declare
declared,
next.
and it's a specific declaration.
Okay. So can I declare what I
I
want to do
declare
now?
next because I'm slower.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir?
Okay, Patsy. Does Patsy notice this? It's pretty obvious, isn't it?
Yeah. Like, you get to declare after him, so you know this what it's about to do.
Okay,
And just so
I
you
go
know,
to.
Mackie's leg, like you ran in and hit him on his leg. And so Mackie is actually being held behind you. His leg's kind of dangling up around your shoulder area.
Okay, can I climb up the ogre's body to grab onto his lower jaw and just hang from it and like hold it open?
Yeah, that would actually work with what I'm about to do as well.
You can try, yeah.
That's what I
You want to try.
attempt to do. That's my declaration. Scale an ogre and hang from his lower jaw.
Okay.
You've got two
Okay.
big fangy grips that I can just like, and I'm heavy. Like,
You are heavy. That does work in your favour.
And he's also, I'm guessing, going to be like pulling down or something as well.
yeah, or like sort of giving it a good
Yeah.
little bounce. So it,
Okay,
like,
so
as big and strong as this ogre is, it's still my full weight on his lower jaw.
And he's just being staggered as well. So
So
Which I'm assuming would be like 180 kilos.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
hefty.
So with me seeing that, what I want to do is I've stopped playing my music. I'm like, okay, sorry, dude.
didn't
That was
work.
my bad.
Because we forgot to subtract your minus from his bad.
I was
But
still a
to be
successful
fair, I
grapple.
didn't roll with 2 extra dice either. So, but anyway, so what I want to do is I just want to pull out one of my knives and I just want to launch at the thing and see if I can shove this thing inside his eye.
Okay,
Because he's sort of like
you
bending.
can't reach it. It's twice your height.
Can I use my? Oh,
You
wait,
can
no.
try and get him in the balls.
Yeah, I was going to suggest that to Jazza before.
I could actually try and do it. Is that a vulnerable point on an ogre?
It is.
It's a vulnerable point on anything with balls.
I'm just wondering how thick his hide is.
You don't know. You're not experienced with ogre testicles. So this will give you the information.
Okay. Okay.
If I punch the ogre in the kidneys,
Okay. So, what I want to do.
what I need to do is find the ogre's wife.
What, your great grandmother?
This is bad. This is so bad. I am so lucky my wife doesn't watch these.
Or does she?
She does not. I've tried to get her to watch some. It doesn't work.
Okay.
I
So-
have my place of solace.
What I want to do is I want to draw 2 knives, and I just want to just run in under everyone and just be like.
Oh God. What happens if you like roll the equivalent of a critical fail? It's the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship.
Okay.
What
So.
We could go all day. This would turn into a completely different kind of role-playing session.
So okay, I'm not trying to make this any worse, but can I assist with sleight of hand?
No.
That's only going to make it better.
Sleight of hand is just trying to make things subtle and unseen.
Trying to do here.
Kind of right in your face.
I'm trying to make myself subtle and unseen.
No, that's
wow.
stealth. Sleight of hand is.
That's not sleight of person, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what are you doing? You want to stab him in the balls. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so we all got our declarations.
Whoops,
Oh no,
yes.
Mackie, what are you doing? You haven't declared.
Yeah, I declare last.
Yeah, well now declared. We know what the ogre's doing. So what's your declaration?
Look, I'm about to be.
You can
food.
feel this guy's grip. It is tighter than like it's insane.
Would you have an opportunity to like use your axes to like hit inside his mouth or something?
This is difficult. Oh,
Because you're already practically inside.
Well,
there.
the things I'm looking at either doing is assisting Jazza by sticking my axe in its mouth. So if it does try and close its mouth on me, it's got to go through 2 axes.
yeah.
In a way, you might be better jumping in whole.
That.
Jump in his mouth.
Yeah, there's no thick skin
then
in
just
his
starts
stomach
going
lining,
in.
I'm just saying.
That's not a bad idea.
You would probably suffocate
His
and die,
mouth
but-
is barely would like kind of get stuck about this here. You can't fully fit your head in this
For
mouth.
audio listeners, what?
So
I don't even
he
catch
couldn't
that.
fit his full head in his mouth, only half. Just by judging by the picture and the side, comparing size,
Oh, you mean the person?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you can't climb in.
you wouldn't be able to climb in. No, it's not that big. When it you're like this. Sorry, audio
Yeah.
listeners. It's like I don't know.
It's like trying to bite an apple.
No, for the head, maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe like that.
Okay.
Sometimes you can try and fit a whole mouth, maybe. So, yes. So you want to jam his mouth open with your axes. So kind of as his mouth is coming down, like axe up into there.
It's probably good.
That's actually a good idea.
I'm actually thinking what I'm going to do is try and shove my axes into his nostrils. So like shove them straight up here, like to hang from
If
them.
only they were swords.
I know, right?
That wouldn't stop his jaw and mouth closing.
Well, yeah, but if he's doing this and I stab him in the nose,
I feel really bad
I
for
guess
my
he's
audio
not going to let
listeners.
go.
Yeah.
This.
That's over here. When it looks like this and we go in this direction, moving
That
the
way.
opposite way.
But he goes there
Yeah.
when you do this.
He is declaring to bite.
So
I
you,
will,
and you need to jump over to him.
I will use my axes to defend myself. So I'm going in a
Okay.
purely defensive position.
Yep.
I'm holding my axes with my arm, so when he tries to put me in, I can go like that, and he has to bite through the blade. So the blade will be
Okay, so
like
you want to get the
protruding.
blade in, like jam the blade like
in between his
in
teeth.
between his teeth. Good idea.
All right. So as I'm declaring this, that doesn't get an assist from Jazza, does he? Even though he's holding his mouth open.
no.
So it's an independent roll.
I'm
So-
not holding his, but I'm trying to. That's going to be my move.
All right.
So you can see me attempting starting to climb.
I
the
get
ogre.
my reflex. I get my.
Are we rolling for action now? Because I should probably go
Oh,
first.
We are rolling for actions, people.
Wow.
So close, and you want to move into close.
I'm charging.
You're charging. Okay, you're the only one who's going to have to deal with his weapon because he's kind of just swinging it, like you know.
Can you roll ogre first?
I shall roll ogre, even though I don't have to. I'm just doing it because you're all pansies and you want to know what you're rolling against.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. I know what's going on.
Declaration, reflex, weapon.
Let's go with that. Okay, so this is without the weapon, but it's not the grapple bonus that needs to be going. So 1, 2, 3, 5. So that's 5 with this regular bonus.
What move was that?
This is just a regular combat roll at the moment without weapon.
So you got 5.
5.
What's a bonus for declaring a defensive action?
+2, but you can't cause any damage or do
Okay.
anything like that.
So it's the same as any sort of other declaration.
What?
5. Okay. Well, I don't. Yeah. It's 5. That's what it
Yeah.
is. He doesn't get any bonuses for grapple and everything. What it's trying to do against you,
Alright.
and so that's it. It's
My
flat
turn.
5, except for Ben, who needs to roll against a 6.
Okay.
Alright, this is Patsy's grapple assist for the climb.
Hold on, but he's staggered, so he gets -1 as well.
Yes.
So it's a 0.
So 4 and 5.
Good job.
Oh, okay.
Good job, Ben. Alright, grapple assist.
blocking it all.
This +1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Nice.
So I get +3 to my.
Oh, you're grappling. Sorry, I'll need to make his grapple roll on top of his thingy to.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. If you're grappling, he can resist.
Alright, well, so this was going to be an assist to my attack.
Yeah, this will only be against your stuff. So.
I succeed in climbing him, essentially, because he rolled 3.
Yeah. So his total roll against you for grapple and everything is 7. So if you want to get a succeed against him, you'll need to beat a 7.
In terms of.
Grapple, yeah. Holding the mouth open.
Alright, well, my assist gives me +3. Right? So I have my.
What did you roll? So you rolled a 5. 6.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
So I got my base, plus strength, plus unarmed combat, +1 and +3. So +4 to this, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Nice.
Okay, so you succeed it by 1.
Yeah, so I
Okay.
keep him staggered, I guess.
No, the 1, yeah, I will reduce Mackie's roll that he needs to deal with by 1. I'll give it that. So now you're dealing with a 4. Mackie. Ben.
Okay, so I get base of 3, right, plus a reflex, right? 1
Yep.
reflex. I'm getting 1 for a charge, I've got +2 for my weapon proficiency in daggers.
Mm-hmm.
I've got +2 for dual wielding.
Yep, go.
And then do I get +2 because I declared?
That's what the charge bonus is.
Yeah, that's the charge, don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's a level 2 victory.
Yes!
Okay, so what happens is you get in there.
I can disarm him!
You can disarm him.
But do you
Yeah.
want to?
You can, do you, oh, well, you didn't. You can choose, yeah, because you didn't declare. Oh, you were charging. So yeah, do you want to disarm him or get in the balls?
I'm just trying to think of which
get
one would
him
be
and
more effective.
Disarm
for the
him,
balls.
he can pick up his weapon again.
Well, technically, if I got him in the balls, wouldn't he be disarmed by going, oh?
Whatever
This is what happens. You throw your daggers in, and you. It's like trying to stab a pillow with a broomstick,
Yeah.
and nothing gets in.
He's got balls of steel.
No,
He negates
skin,
with
skin
strength.
is steel. Yeah, he's got a natural damage reduction that reduces.
Yeah, no, but like
That degrades though. We can wear it down.
But hey, but the things
Hardcore
ignore
wounds, it's
armor.
permanent.
The things ignore the daggers ignore armor.
Doesn't
No.
have armor.
Yeah.
There's no gaps to exploit.
It's strength-based armor.
But I hadn't actually declared if I was going to disarm him or not.
No, yeah, you should have tried
You
to.
said going for the balls.
No, I asked
You should have explicitly said I'm going to stab him in the tip of the penis, like in the urethra, because that's a gap to
You
exploit.
need to try kind of grab it.
Whoa! I did not know you would go running with that one.
just hold still.
Yeah.
The fan art for this.
No.
There are so many. Oh my word.
Yeah, you jumped to it before I actually decided whether or not I was actually going to try and stab him in the balls or disarm him.
Well, what would you have picked?
I would have picked disarm.
Okay, you would have tried to stab him in the arm, and you went like bounced off like you just hit a spring.
But I got a level 2 victory, so wouldn't that disarm him?
yeah, it doesn't
but
include
high
armor.
strength can reduce victory levels.
Oh, that's true. It's victory levels, it's not armor. Because it's strength.
This seems frivolous, pointless, useless.
We'll see.
We are not going to beat this thing.
Alright, so I'm rolling my defense. Can I state, well, if I take 2 out and don't say to just defend, so if I
Wait.
get an opportunity and succeed his roll, to do damage to his mouth.
Before you go, this says here that it can be reduced, not completely negated. So wouldn't that mean that it would go down to a minor injury?
No, but that's only if he uses 1 point of strength. You can use 2 to negate the.
Okay.
So in my defense roll, if I take out the 2 for defense, is it possible for me to deal damage to the ogre in his mouth?
Yes,
Is that unarmed?
with your weapons.
Yes.
Yes, it is possible.
Okay, so if I get above what? 4? I think my odds are pretty good. Alright.
Next minute.
And does Jazz's roll assist at all because he's holding its mouth open?
I've already reduced his combat roll by 1 from what Jazz's effect achieved. It would have been a 5 otherwise.
Alright. Let's see.
Come on!
Nice.
2,
Wait.
3, 4, 5.
Yes.
Plus anything?
Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4.
4.
4.
4.
So I got an equal. So we have to re-roll.
No, this is a combat roll. It's not a skill check versus skill check. And so what happens is that it...
Favors the defending person.
No, it's
No,
stalemate.
nothing happens.
Well, that means your head wasn't bitten off.
Yeah.
So what happens is this ogre holding you just and you jam your axe heads right there.
This is what you're going for.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
So I just rolled a destiny roll. It was an 18. So what happens is this monster gets stunned so much by him stuck it out, he just throws you on away.
Okay.
So that was if he let go of you or not. This destiny roll is to determine the angle and trajectory of the throw.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
12.
Okay.
Somewhat favourable.
Challenge level acrobatics check. Challenge level 3. Any if you succeed it, you land fine. If you go roll under 3, that's a level of injury you will receive.
Yes.
2,
No. Damn it.
2.
So I get level 1 injury.
Yeah, you land awkwardly and you trip a bit and that makes you fall on your side and you hurt yourself and you level 1 injury.
Okay.
Can be negated by strength and armor. I have 1 armor.
Yes.
For falling damage?
I would say strength only, not
Only strength
armor.
for falling damage.
Okay.
Actually, what type of
Well, it'd be like
Gambison padded, like that would actually pad your fall. So
you're the narrator, so whatever.
You didn't specify what type of armor you have.
I've got 1 armor.
That's Gambison, yeah, padded, negated. So you still fall, but luckily your padding saves you. Okay, friend is now free of the ogre.
Yep.
You're standing underneath him, and you're standing next to him, standing underneath.
holding a penis. Giant ogre.
Just stay still.
This will only pinch a little.
So, declaration.
Having noticed that this is happening, like that he was thrown and that the ogre's currently staggered and reeling, my intention is to grab Frederick under my arm and storm away.
Yep. My intention is
After all
to
this?
just run alongside him. Just run.
You're legging it. Yep.
Yep.
Okay. The ogre's chasing you.
Yeah. Am I able to use deception to like as I'm running? Am I able to assist with deception in using sleight of hand to like flick a knife backwards to try and just distract him?
Yeah.
So you're trying for like a trick shot or something?
I'm just trying to just I don't want to hit him or anything. I just want to try and distract him.
Okay. Throwing a dagger wouldn't just really distract him.
What if it hits him?
It'll most likely bounce off and do nothing.
Okay, no worries.
We could delta split.
We could.
Serpentine! Serpentine!
I could throw you forward and then run after you.
Okay.
He doesn't have as much acrobatics to do.
Yeah, I only have 1 acrobatics. So you could throw him, and then I could jump onto your back.
Intelligence roll, and I know how effective this will be to Mackie and you, but intelligence roll, just to see if you guys can figure something out.
Challenge level.
I got a 1, which is narratively accurate. I have no idea where that dice is going.
2. It's a
I
challenge
needed
level
that.
2.
I got a 2.
I wonder if my mic's been like rubbing against my neck.
Maybe it's just your experience with animals and stuff. This thing is twice as big as you. Its leg stride is easily 200% over yours. It can outrun you.
Well, I would know this
Easily.
because I'm much bigger than most people.
Yeah,
so people haven't really been able to outrun me.
Like, you would need a horse to outrun this thing. And unfortunately, everyone else has already run. And so there's nothing between you and it.
I feel like our destiny is decided in this mini campaign.
This is a result of your own choices, people!
That's fair enough.
In running towards this fort, how close are we to reaching it?
Alright. I will say...
Who will reach the fort
6
first?
rounds for you. It would take the ogre 3.
Okay.
In a fit, is this a new declaration?
Well, guys will need to decide what you're doing. Yoga is planning on playing kind of a mix between hockey and golf with you guys.
Okay. My declaration, I'm just playing my character, Ben.
Yeah.
Is to run?
What's your outfit? Did you have a cloak of some sort? Are you wearing like general armor and bits and all that?
Yeah, I'm just...
Yank! Bolt it. I try and just trip you up off your guard. You're...
Okay. Okay.
You're playing evil guys! This was yours!
No worries.
You would have to... We're gonna have to roll against each other to see if he perceives that intention.
Yes.
Yeah,
Even though I declared first...
Actually, no. Even though you declared, he has higher perception.
Yeah.
He gets the freedom to see. That's what
And
we're
I get to
gonna try
act
and
first
do.
as well.
You can choose something to try and defend against that specific action. That's just the
Alright.
advantage of having high reflex.
So am I rolling?
What if I
deception?
roll a stealth, though?
Yeah, I'll give it to you if you try and stealth.
Just let me try and stealth.
Yeah, because you first said you were going to pick him up and run with him, didn't you?
No, him.
I don't know.
I did it first, but he declared just to bolt, so because he acts first, I didn't get to grab him. Okay, so I have my base of 3, plus, would this be... Could I do this based on deception?
Stealth is a reflex-based skill.
Shit.
It
Ready?
is, isn't it? Yeah, it is.
Go on now.
I'm like, I'm gonna get ya! Come here, you little...
You just see something in your friend's eyes that says...
Better you than me!
Okay.
It's unfortunate my free ride to meals forever needs to be the sacrifice to me living to get more free meals.
Okay. Okay, so I see he's gonna grab me. Let's see, okay. So
It's worth returning to anarchy. And
I know. This reminds me of Mackie's mini one-shot.
it's good though. This is a good display as to how your choices, if unwise, result in undesirable consequences.
What it all really stemmed from was you throwing Mackie. As soon as you saw the 6 guys get wiped, you're like, we need to run. Oh, hang on. Mackie's stuck to the ogre. We better help him out.
That's true.
That's all.
Mackie, I was going to throw like a cart or a other soldier. Mackie's like, I will do it. And I will flip in the air as I fly towards the beast. He lands, everyone runs, he's like, shit. It's just you and us.
okay. So
what's your intention? What's your declaration?
I'm all into
Wait
cheat.
a second. Before we go any further, the ogre doesn't have his weapon anymore, does he?
No, he does. He reduced the disarm with the strength.
Okay, continue.
Okay. Yes, so
This is so funny. Like, I honestly thought, like, you guys wouldn't be stupid enough to try and find anything. I thought, the ogre comes, you run to the keep for protection, and then you're like, all right, we need to make a plan. But that's not how it turns out.
Hang on. We even have to keep. We've got like floors to it, with tower rooms to use.
Like, look at all this prepared to give them everything they needed.
Just the keep. We got all this.
That's a different thing.
Okay.
We could have gone to the
But no, we're just like, who wants to climb into his mouth first? I'll throw you into him. Now, Frederick, get into the most intimate position you possibly can, and I'll hug him. Let's go! Team, roll out!
okay.
You ended up trying to, I don't know, pleasure the ogre and stuff.
Wow.
Couldn't that have?
He's not even chasing us in anger, he's just horny. Like, come here, my name's Joyce. That is the sound of a lover you want to wake up next to. This is deteriorated beyond my expectations.
Okay, so what I want to do is I want to. I see his arm coming to grab me. Okay, and so what I want to do is I want to duck under the arm and I want to just pull out a knife and just stab it straight into his kneecap.
Okay, so that's a combat roll assisted by
Sleight of hand. Because I'm whipping out an unseen knife.
But sleight of hand won't help you avoid him grabbing you.
Oh no! Yeah, I'm just talking about the stabbing.
If you're trying to avoid
pick one thing or
you're
another.
trying to avoid
Assisted by acrobatics.
Yes, you want to assist by acrobatics. So roll an assist, challenge level 3.
What's your actual declaration in the end?
So I'm going
Set of
to
interest.
duck under your arm,
I don't remember your character.
stab you in the knee,
With room.
and then run away.
With room.
Yeah, what is he doing? Because you got high reflex then. You've noticed what armor the big guy is trying to do.
Oh yeah. And
I don't necessarily have any loyalty to it.
Yeah.
No, neither do I. We're all out for ourselves.
Alright,
But
so
I guess in one hand you can see that I'm about to be dropped, or he's about to be dropped.
Where Okay, so
Which
in
is
a
serving
position.
quite nicely because these two can duke it out and slow down the monster.
He just has the advantage of not needing to trip one of us over. He can just run away.
Roll assist. Sorry.
Where am I in position to these guys? Because that is imperative.
You're in front of them. You got thrown, and so you're actually maybe a good 5 meters distant between them all.
Okay.
So roll, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Whoa! That's all wins.
For an assist.
Yeah.
What's this? What's your action again? Sorry.
That's the assist to
I'm
avoid your
avoiding
grapple
you.
with acrobatics.
To avoid me with acrobatics. That's your move.
No, but his
No, that was an
assisting his
assist.
combat roll.
I'm assisting my combat roll with acrobatics to
Alright.
avoid your grapple.
All right.
Well, actually, hang on. That should just be a straight. If it's just to avoid a grapple roll, that's skill versus skill. So you still got an awesome roll.
Okay.
So 5 is what you need to beat to grapple him.
All right. Let's do it. I'm good at this. 1, 2, 3 plus strength. This is just a straight out grapple roll.
Yep.
Can I assist with unarmed combat?
Yeah.
This is my assist. This +1. That's
What the
1, 2,
heck?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Man.
So that's
Wait, no, hang on a
4.
second. If I don't get an assist, shouldn't he not get one either?
Because
This is a skill versus skill.
Retroactively, I'll let you assist with a skill that could logically assist your acrobatics. You have one.
I thought acrobatics was the skill, was the assist for the
'Cause
combat.
otherwise-
I didn't realize that Jazza was actually just trying to grapple you and attack you with a combat roll, which meant it was just skill versus skill. That changed things completely. So you can retroactively assist your acrobatics with something
You
that
would
could
use
logically...
dual daggers and you would get +2 from dual.
That would not assist acrobatics. See, he's got unarmed combat.
Okay.
That would definitely
But
be
I
able
am
to
trying to
assist.
stab him in the knee as well.
He's declared that he's trying to do
Yeah.
a combat roll.
But stabbing in the knee is not a defense against a grapple. That's just an attack separate to the
Yeah.
grapple. So we're focusing on
the
you
grapple
avoiding
happens
the grapple
first
now.
before you get a
Yeah.
chance to try and stab me.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
but if someone goes to grab you, so if I grab Jazza right now, and he declares to stab me in the eyeball, if I grab him, it's still not going to do anything.
Yeah.
He's still going to get a chance to stab me in the eyeball.
Not if I trip him over.
Well,
If I slam him to the ground, he can say he's going to stab me in the knee all he
I
wants.
think Mackie actually raises a fair point.
Yeah.
And
because it happens at
that's why
exactly the same
I
time.
will be persuaded by that and allow you to assist that acrobatic check that you roll with your dagger combat roll.
So that would be...
I was saying more specifically that he shouldn't
see,
get to
I
use
could be
acrobatics
confused.
and
So
you
what's
just
the-
get combat.
Basically, he's trying to slash your hands while trying to dodge out of the way.
Well, what
Is
I
what I'm gathered
So
from
what?
that.
How are the rolls working?
So he rolled a. What was your?
I'm
I got a
grappling
5.
with a
5.
combat assist.
Yeah, that's
He
fine.
is what?
Remember your roll. Do a retroactive assist. We're gonna say protect because I didn't give him the opportunity.
before he rolls,
Just, let's do it.
I was saying that he wouldn't have got acrobatics. To clarify, that he would have got to do just a combat roll.
No, I'm saying he's getting to do acrobatics, keeping his roll, and he gets to do an assist with his combat. Daggers.
If that's the case, does that mean my roll counts as a combat roll against him?
No, you're doing the exact same thing, except you're assisting your grapple with your unarmed combat.
So
Don't
we
worry, you
get
got a good
assist.
roll. You'll keep it. So,
Okay.
So you get your base plus any physical
which is
attributes.
2 plus 2.
Plus 2.
Yeah, and you got to
Does-
beat 3 to get any assist.
So
Go.
what's your +2 for? Dual wielding?
Yes. And
Does he not get any bonuses?
He's already added it as a weapon bonus. So roll in.
Okay.
oh wait, no, hold on. But I get another 2 for dual wielding, right?
So 3, 2,
So 3 was my base. Reflex and intelligence.
Yep. skill.
Dual daggers. That's my rough.
Yep, and weapon
proficiency.
bonus.
Dual wielding.
Okay, go.
Yeah.
You better hope this is good.
I hope so.
Life and death stuff, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So
Plus what
I
was your assist?
5. No. This is my assist.
So
So that's 4. So that's, I rolled a
4.
9.
5, 6, 7, 8.
No, because I got a 5 with
alright,
my
9.
9?
Yep.
So you have to beat 9.
Alright. This is my roll. I get +5 wins.
What?
And I've burned a
Yeah.
destiny point
To get advantage.
to get advantage.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So that's a re-roll.
No, because I got 9.
You got 9.
What?
Yes. Yes, I'm alive.
But there's not one dice that I can use for my advantage.
You missed the advantage.
Fucker.
Hey, you're trying to trip me over.
I did the dirty thing first.
I know. It's the roll of the dice.
All right. So what happens?
All right, you try and grapple him. He slashes your arms and dodges out of the way. New round. Oh, ogre.
Wait, can I throw an axe? Just a good.
I'm assuming that has slowed us down. Like
Yeah.
so he
The
gets
ogre
to
is
do
right
something.
on top of you, and he's going to be.
You should
attacking-
roll for who he's attacking.
He's attacking both of you.
Oh crap! He can do that.
Can I throw a dagger just for good measure to see if anything happens?
We're just gonna die in one swing.
Please? Yes?
What's our defense roll against his attack? Or are we?
I'll get you to roll separate defense rolls, but you will get negatives because you weren't focusing on against the ogre. You're trying to fight each other.
Can I throw an axe?
Actually,
Wait, hang on a second. So he gets a minor injury though, right?
no. That was just to avoid the thing.
Okay.
You guys were declaring skill against skill completely. You weren't defending against the ogre at all.
But the ogre was still away from us though.
No, he was right on top of you.
Well, how can he be 3 rounds from
Like,
me?
Jazza hoped to have grabbed you and thrown you at the ogre, which was right behind you, and the ogre would have said num 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 num, and he ran away. That does not incorporate any defense against the ogre.
At the end of last round, can I throw an axe?
What do you think, Jazza? I think that's what
So you tell us what we're doing then.
I'm thinking. You don't get a defense roll.
Well, considering it's 9 o'clock, I think that sounds fair.
One, two,
Fuck off.
7, 8,
Plus the strength win.
9, 10.
So we stop in the middle of the road, start bickering like children trying to pull each other down.
just comes in.
Slam.
And you, Mackie, your character looks back and he just sees explosion of blood and body pieces. Just and just,
Oh man. At which point Wethrin runs away and retires to a happy old age of...
oh no, the ogre's going after him next.
Alright, see what happens, go on.
Alright, so how much did that delay the ogre? Because you stopped to swing.
Okay,
So I was 3 combat roll, 3
were
running
6
rolls in front of
no,
him. It was 6 to the gate. He was 3 behind me before this happened. So
I
he's,
didn't say 3, but I'll just go with it. Yeah, 3.
so that means he's 4 behind me now.
4, but he can make that up in 2 rounds.
Okay, so we're going to meet the moat at the same time.
Yep.
Okay, that's fine. So we don't need to roll athletics or anything. We know that we're going to get there at the same time. So in my declaration, I'm going to jump off the moat.
I rolled a 15 for your destiny roll.
Mm.
The gate is still open.
Okay, so I'm going to jump off the moat, and as I'm jumping off, I'm going to dig my axe into the drawbridge as I go down and swing underneath, like holding onto the drawbridge. So if he comes, he has to smack the bridge with his hammer to try and hit me.
If he comes...
Yeah.
Were we in that scenario before?
Really?
No.
Gosh. Okay, so look, you need a roll to do that to avoid his attack against you, because he gets an attack. It's close enough now. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm just going to roll his attack, and you need to. I'm going to be even nicer than what I have been. You just need to beat his roll by 1. I got to avoid the attack and get under. Like you're basically jumping into the moat to get away. Okay.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So I have to beat a 10.
You have
We
to
have
beat a
3,
10.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Plus declaration of what I'm doing.
Yes.
Is he flanked?
Yes, Mackie, you're flanked.
Why am I flanked?
Because he's flanking you.
He's
Or if
running.
you're focusing on doing a very specific action that's
He's
not...
right behind you.
Did you roll with a flank?
You just want to be a scumbag and screw him up even
Hey!
more.
What situation am I in? Did you roll with your flanking bonus?
No, I didn't.
Roll 2 dice. 11.
11.
I'm trying to think if there's.
If I'm gone, you're going with me. I like the idea that you think an ogre's too scared to jump in water too.
It's a big drop.
It's bigger for you than it is for him.
The keep hasn't been attacked.
What?
The village around the keep has been totally leveled. The keep hasn't been attacked.
Huh. Okay.
But when I can't get in there.
Yeah, I know, but why hasn't the keep been attacked? There's only water between it and it.
Ah. I suppose he's scared of water. Clever deduction, my friend.
Well, is he
I gave you everything you needed to survive. All you had to do was run.
So,
he was mid-air, and we regretted our decision henceforth.
Chad,
Yes, that's right.
has he declared to actually try and hit me? Because if he's scared of water, he's going to walk onto the bridge.
You're at the bridge. You're just jumping off, and you're just trying to avoid this massive swinging club that's going to be hitting you. And you don't. You only need to match it to
Poke the anger.
I have to get 100% dice roll. With
It's because he ended up rolling a 10. If you rolled a 3, you would have only had to have beaten a 3.
So, okay. So, if I have 2 in
so-
reflex, I don't get any extra bonuses for having 2 in reflex, do I? It's only on the 3rd skill you get any bonuses. Well, I guess the good news here is he can hit me and maybe I won't die.
Yes, because it is damage dependent. So if
Do you know the song I really wished I had right now was
Zabra Dragon. Sorry, I can't pronounce your name.
Zebracorn's the dragon.
It wouldn't attack the dragon because it's established. It's afraid of water. It won't enter the water. That's why the keep hasn't been attacked yet. Everything else has been leveled.
At least we have a higher viewership yet.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he does 5 points of damage.
6. He's got an 11.
So you got 11.
Okay, well that gets reduced by 1 from armor, so he gets a 5, which is
only fatal.
which is a fatal victory. So I just get squashed.
You just explode in blood and body pieces.
Do I have what?
What is your character's name?
Withreen.
As Withreen exploded into blood and body pieces, I rolled a destiny roll for Mackie's advantage to see if the drawbridge was open or not, and it was. And so as the ogre gleefully destroys him, he barrels across the drawbridge and into the keep. And cries of pain and anguish and screams of terror as people are murdered mercilessly and things destroyed.
Sweet.
And that, my friends, is the end.
There's this thing called the butterfly effect. One poor choice can drastically alter the trajectory of one's life's journey. That is the moral of today's episode. I also have the perfect name. OGRE-CONFIDENT.
Yes! Yes, I love it.
Oh.
I love it.
Brilliant. We get to keep some ogre punnage in there.
So are we doing
That did
this?
not happen the way I expected it to happen, and let me just say, I am really glad that we didn't play with Alaric and Dale, because that would have been the end of their epic
You
journey.
wouldn't have been able to throw anyone if you were playing Dale, so you might have actually ran into the keep.
It could have gone multiple ways, but we did act a bit brashly thinking, it's just a mini campaign, we can just fight whatever comes along. That's not how things work all the time in role-playing.
Well, not in my low fantasy setting, at least. See, in D&D, ogres are just like, meh, it's an ogre, we'll just kill it. Like, yeah, no. So I'll give you some of the stats. It had 4 strength, okay, natural armor reduction of 2, like on any damage that was done to it, and then it could reduce combat levels by 4 because of its strength levels.
Oh my goodness.
But only once per combat encounter. So you'd actually reduce its strength level thing reductions by the end of your fights. But It had 3 plus 4 from strength, so that's 5 on its combat roll, 6 from its weapon, because it was so massive, and then 1 for just its vocation of brute, ogreish fightingness.
That brings us to the end of this epic chapter.
Thank you for joining.
Thanks for watching.
I need...
Hey, even disastrous failures are
It's
loads of
hilarious
fun.
And I have to say, it feels so good that I'm now not the only person who's played a character that's died.
Let's do it. Let's do a death tally so far in the campaigns that we've played.
Eric.
Eric's died. That's Shad.
Yeah, that was one of my characters.
Who
We all
else?
died in your like death care games thing. Like I had the guy that died in the death game one where I played the old guy that had the collar and his head blown.
Yeah. Oh, so that's
that was 2 for me.
yeah. But then who won that?
The next character I got won that one, so I
Yeah.
didn't die from that.
But then everyone else died.
Did they? Did Rob's character?
I think you were the only one to.
I
I might be wrong. Anyways, and is that it?
I think.
Then
maybe.
us, I guess.
And
Anyways.
also, if we're counting all the characters that died as well, the characters from that mental asylum one also died. 2 of the 3
Oh
died.
no,
were
no!
alive.
You were the only one who
That was all a
survived.
dream.
No, well, yes
It
and
counts
no.
as death.
Two
Alright,
of the
it counts
3.
as death.
2 of the 3 people still died.
Brilliant.
So
Just in
that was
different ways.
hilarious.
Well,
Thank
that brings
you
us
for
to the end of
joining
this
with us.
YouTube video. Thanks for watching, everyone.
We
See you
shall
later.
see you later.